Yo. Hopefully you guys can hear me because I just sort of hit start. I'm just like, let's do this. I'm so used to Pro Tools that I literally hit the 3 key on my keyboard to start the live stream because that's how you record in Pro Tools. It's the quick key command. And I was like, wow, this is not starting off on the best foot. But whatever. We'll see what happens. Hey, what's up, guys? What's poppin'? What's up, Jake? I think of poppin' and lockin', baby. I used to breakdance. What's up, Luke? Thanos? Diego's here. Sweet. Barbs can hear me. That's good. See, I was worried because I was like, you know what? The microphone seems to be working. I can hear it. But I still am worried because not last time, but a long time ago, I was playing guitar and I couldn't, I didn't know I didn't have distortion the whole time. So I'm sitting here going. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, you don't have distortion, dude. What's up? But it was like an hour into it. So I was like, crap. Yes, I can play a C chord. But using the caged system, shut up, Mike. We're sick of hearing about it. But check it out. C. C. The hard C. Which, by the way, you don't have to play that. You could just visualize it and utilize it. Visualize and utilize it. C. C. My Spanish-speaking friends are like, yes, yes, quit saying yes, you bastage. C. So we just did all those 5 C's. From C to shining C. Which is kind of nice because, when you know all those different C forms or the cage system, you could just visualize it and flow around the neck. So I could be like, oh, here's C. I'll just climb up to this. It's just kind of fun. Life is fun when you know your C chords. What's up, C? S? C? How come I couldn't? Weird, I went dyslexic. I'm like, what's up, C.S. Eliot? Kazooie, what's up? Okay, I could sit here and say what's up to everybody, and eventually I will, but I chose 14 killer tunes today. And what we did last time is we went from A to N. But I originally planned to go from A to M. Sorry, my nose is usually plugged up. My mom smoked when I was in her belly. That's what she used to tell me. So Thanos, the plan is to go from N to Z today. And I'm excited because some of these I've never played before, and I'm sort of going to be at the spur of on the edge of my seat trying to remember them. Like last time I totally screwed up an Iron Maiden riff, and I still feel like a dink because of it. So, Mike, can you play Sweet Home Alabama? Which part? Here's what I'll do. I will go to Coil Split. Sorry, everybody, that I said Coil Tap to. I get it. People got really mad at me. They're like, dude, it's not a coil tap. It's a coil split, you douche. So we used to play this a lot. And Noah, my favorite Mark Mallman song. Good question, man. I've got a lot of them, but I'd have to say Wake in the Neighborhood. That was always a fun one to play live. Same with True Love. True Love's a great tune. And yeah, we might be doing a little collab together pretty soon. So anyway, I used to always get nervous because I always pulled this solo off for the most part, but I always forgot it halfway through. So I'd be like this. See right there, I got nervous. So yeah, that's the closest we come. What's up, Gary Hubs? Is there certain days or times you live stream? No. Just ask Hannah. What's up, Hannah? Hannah's like, I don't know what's going on. Like you would think, because she's the moderator, like I would tell her, but I literally tell her like 10 minutes before I go on because I don't even know what I'm doing. What's up, Harper Gaming? Start on either one, but eventually, depending on the kind of music you like, you might want to go to the electric or the acoustic, you know. So if all you want to do is play Wonderwall, I gotta quit ripping on Wonderwall. I love that song, I swear to God. Oasis, back in the day when they first came out, I worked at a music store where we sold CDs, and all of a sudden I got their Definitely Maybe album, and I loved it, man. It's one of the best albums. I'm serious. I was too naive to realize how much of the Beatles they kind of copied, but they eventually had their own thing. It's just very derivative. At first, when you listen to it, you're like, yeah, they kind of wanted to be the next Beatles, you know? Who can blame them, man? The Beatles ruled. All right. So anyway, what's next album on the metal list? I'm waiting for my friend Al to get back to me because we're going to do the next one together. And here's a little bit of a spoiler. We're going to try to get the audio this time on the live stream, so you guys don't have to play it on your side, because I know it's a bummer. People don't always want to have two windows open. They don't want to have to, I got to hit play right when you hit play. I get it. But it was the only way I could do it without getting copyright stuff happening. But I'm going to try it once and just see what happens. Because I don't expect to make money off those. You know, it's just like if they take all the money and give it to frickin' Cannibal Corpse, so be it. You know what I mean? But tomorrow I think I'm going to do a brutally honest review of a pedal. And this is not a pedal I normally use. I just bought it because I'm like, I've always wanted to check this pedal out, see if it even does anything, do a review, and I can be very brutally honest because it's not one of my pieces of gear. See, if I were to review this SG, there's a reason I keep it. So it's like, you know what? If I hated it, I wouldn't have it in my collection, or, you know, in my, whatever you want to call it. It's weird to say guitar collection for me. So I would have sold it or given it away, you know? So this pedal is not a pedal I use, so I'm probably going to go off on it tomorrow. We'll see. What's up, Hallucinated? Al from Sanctus. No, although he should do one. He's probably the hardest guy to get a hold of out of the band. You know, if I want Chris or Corey to come down, they'll be here like the next day. Corey will be here in the next minute if I called him. But Al is like, he's kind of an anomaly. It's like he lives in the middle of the woods or something. It's really weird. I don't know. But he would definitely come back and, you know, visit. Like if I told him in advance, he would be here in like a week. You know what I mean? He'd be like, yeah, I gotta, you know, put a few things on hold and I can come down. So he's got stuff going on, but it's all good. All right. Hey, whoa, Cat D. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I love both those bands. So did you guys check out, Thanos, this is called, what the hell is it called? A Duesenberg Les Trem 2. And I bought it because I wanted to be able to go, wee 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 wee. But the problem is it does that, but my nut for some reason wasn't holding the string right, so it was going out of tune. Watch, I could still do it. Like if I was playing this in the Heart Tribute, I'd be like, see, it still dips a little bit. I dip, you dip, we dip. But this spring is cool, and I love setting my hand on it. So it's more of a thing for my wrist, right? But when I put the tremolo in it, or the bar in it, it takes these Allen wrench things on both sides, and it comes loose all the time. So I'm like, screw it. I just won't put the bar in at all. I'll show you. Nicholas, why haven't you played guitar since Thursday? How dare you? Bigsby's are cool. I just, you know, it's back when I was in my Americana rockabilly days. I really wanted to go like, It's like I wanted to end every song with that. But ever since those days, I just don't care anymore. I found out that's what my whole life has been. I care really hard about something so much that I get worn out and then I don't care anymore. So I'm sure on my deathbed I'll be like, I tried. I gave it my best, but just ran out of fucks. No, I still care about things. Slipknot's greatest techniques, for sure. You know what I'm waiting for, though? I'm waiting to get that one guitar that I can tune down to B and A, and it'll be totally solid. I thought I was going to do that with the Explorer, but I like it so much I want to keep it in standard so I can use it more often, you know? Nicholas is in Finland. Wow. Planning on buying a used guitar for summer. Cool. No notification tonight. What's up, Von Bierson? Okay, so you guys, today, Thanos, I'm sorry your A string broke. It's better than your G string. Hell. For that, I get a boo, because that sucked. Anyway. Don't be ripping on Phil Collins. Oh, you're not. Okay. Do you teach people how to play? All the time. Since I was 15, I've been teaching. And now I'm 74. So, will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 74? Okay. I saw a bolt thrower. That tells me, Big Juicy, we're supposed to start the riff contest. So I have to hold off on the prizes today. Here's why. What do you do when you get stuck in a rut? I go for a jog. I do jiu-jitsu. I play video games. Usually, Super Metroid, Resident Evil 4, Pac-Man. And then I go back to guitar later. What the hell was I saying? Yes, apple juice is back. This time it's from a green apple's teat. Yes, I am 74. Thank you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go from the letter N as in Nancy boy. And we're going to go all the way through Z today. So we're going alphabetically because I was getting a little tired of going, okay, we're going to do 14 songs that start with I. It's like, how many times can you play I Love Rock and Roll? Wow, Dashki, you know Forbidden? That's freaking awesome, man. Shannon, don't get pissed. Don't get mad, get glad. Yeah, I love Metroid. When I was a kid, we had NES, and Metroid was like heads and shoulders. Is that the saying? Head and shoulders above almost 90% of the games. So obviously, Super Mario, Zelda, Metroid, just incredible games, right? I love how there's always things that stick out above the other things. It's always amazed me. And so when I got Super Metroid, I'm like, oh no, they're gonna screw it up, It's just as good. It's so damn good. After that, I've given up though. I never got into Metroid Prime, even though I had the what system was that for? The GameCube. I love the GameCube. I have really fond memories of it. That's the first system I played Resident Evil 4 on, but maybe I'll buy another one because I kind of miss those little discs. Hey, hear me clearly. I miss those little discs. Hey, John Franklin, thank you. Just wanted to say thank you. Made so much progress. Found your video sweet. Did you guys all check out my video about the 4 notes? I'm getting a lot of shit about, dude, that's not 4 notes. That's like 10 notes because you're bending. I know. I love Robert Trujillo. Ever since I heard, what the hell were they called? So we had Suicidal Tendencies, and then he played for Infectious Grooves. And ever since I heard Send Me Your Money, I had a boner. So, all right. So the 4-note video is important because I made the rules. So I can, my video, my rules, my contest. It's not a contest. It's just something you guys can try, Just take 4 notes, take the box shape, and see how much you can bend it and flex it and do all sorts of things to it to make it your own, So, Shannon, just go to theartofguitar.com. Little dashes between each word. You can learn from me. Yeah, you know what? I brainstormed for a week straight about what to call the video, and here's why I didn't call it 4 frets. Because I just did a video called What If You Only Played on the Dots, right? When you say 4 frets, people assume it's 4 frets. Now, saying 4 positions doesn't make sense either. If you say 4 spots on the neck, that's a stupid title. So I just called it 4 notes and let people live with it. So check it out. We have A, B, D, and E. That's okay, Simon. You can go back to it. It got 30,000 views in one day. I'm not bragging. I'm just surprised because it's just me playing over a backing track, I think people really love the idea of limitation. So it's like, what can you do with 4 notes, you know? What can you do with a Kit Kat bar? Or what the hell was that? Whatchamacallit. So here's what I did. I was like, okay, if you take these 4 notes, you could do a lot with them, right? You could do the old, you could do the Hendrix stuff. But I can also start to use my favorite bends, which I thought were my signature, but I think I've seen a few people do it now. It's where you bend, but you act like it's a slide. So I call them bottleneck bends. So if you're going to go like, instead bend it. Isn't that cool? So it's like a 3-tiered bend. It's kind of nice. So if you're playing like a slide song, I'm going to do a video on this pretty soon. So if you're doing Free as a Bird by the Beatles, you could be like, wait, how's it go? Isn't that cool? So it's another way to express yourself, like Madonna says. Express yourself, hey, hey, hey. If you want it right now, let me show you how. Express what you got, baby, ready or not. I used to masturbate to the thought of that video. Sorry, I was young. Okay? Good Lord, people. We all have our masturbation songs. For me, it happened to be Madonna. Like a Virgin, Express Yourself, and Tiffany's I Think We're Alone Now. Hey, I'm just laying it all on the table for you guys, okay? I'm being honest. Gotta tell you guys the truth. The other day, somebody messaged me and said, dude, are you worried about saying all that stuff on your live stream? I mean, it seems a little bit like Rick Beato would never say anything like that. I'm like, here's the thing. By the way, I love Rick. This is not about Rick, but I'm just saying. Be more worried about the people who try to pretend to be perfect all the time, okay? Than somebody who talks about dink boobs and masturbation. You could trust a guy who will admit shit to you. That's all I gotta say. That being said, don't trust me. I'm just tossing it out there. Always trust a guy who looks you in the eye. I'm gonna wear these. Here's why. That all rhymed, by the way. I'm the kind of guy who says this is why you gotta try to buy a samurai sword. Last time I wore these glasses, for some reason, the background reflects in them and everything looks like gold. I thought it was pretty cool. So I'm going to leave these on for a while. It's not because I've been snorting coke. That was yesterday, okay? Just kidding. I've never done coke. Are you guys ready? What's up, generic YouTuber? If you have to ask, you're already late. Start off with a little Bruce Buffer, baby.
It's time! Let's play Name That Riff!
First one, we'll start with the letter N. Name the riff in the band, baby. And by the way, I don't think I'm going to give away any prizes today. Maybe. Depends how much apple juice I have. But last time, I gave away 2 gift certificates and a sticker with the Frank the Bunny decal. And I forgot till today. So I'm backed up on the prizes, but we'll see what happens. Here we go. Starts with the N. Ooh, I should be like Bono and wear sunglasses 24/7. I think I would go blind, you know? It's like when you're in the basement for too long, you come outside and you're like, jumping Jehoshaphat's. I don't need that in my life. All right, so name the song and the band, please. You want to hear it again? Fine. What's up, Fuzzy Dice? We have a wiener. Yo, Rush. Yo. Congrats, baby. Hannah was seconds behind you, man. One of these days, Hannah's going to win, and people are going to be like, she's the moderator. She's cheating. But she's not. Bono is probably not a douchebag, but I have my doubts. I only say he's not because he's been through some shit in his life, you know? But I feel like if I hung out with him, there'd be a few uncomfortable moments because I'd be like, Bono, just settle down. Just quit being Bono for a second. Talk to me, baby. Tell me about your deepest fears. That's all. And then I would play this. He'd go, ho! Hold on, I gotta sing. Like, no, you don't, dude. Just chill. I'm just playing a riff, okay? Just sit there and sip your sippy cup. Enjoy your apple juice, and let's have a freaking... What would we eat? We'd probably have, what's the stuff called that, they take like a flame to it? I can see him eating that. The dessert that's like pudding, but they burn the top of it. What's that called? Crepe Suzette or something? I picture him eating pastries for some reason. All right. Let's see what the next tune is. We're going to fly through these a little bit today. We have a lot of tunes, that's why. But there's such a variety, I'm very excited about it. Because I don't know if I'm even going to remember half of these. So let's see. Bono Bloody Bono. Creme brulee. Thank you, Hannah. I hear him singing creme brulee instead of Bloody Sunday. That'd be hilarious. If I had any comedic instincts, I would have said something about a sundae. Like a Dairy Queen sundae. Good Lord. Sunday yummy Sunday. That's what we'd be eating. So you guys could sing it in your head. Sunday yummy Sunday. So, anyway, I just had this bad vision of trying out for U2. Let's say the Edge just finally had it. He's like, I gotta quit the band. I don't know, he's talking like a Beatle, but... And Bono's like, fine, I know a guy. And I gotta try out. All I gotta do is play Sunday Bloody Sunday, right? And I botch it, like I just did. Damn it! Guess it's back to YouTube for me. Thanks, Anna. You know, that hit me kind of when I was 2 martinis in, so it's very ironic. Brulee, Sunday brulee. I'm sorry, but Sunday Yummy Sunday wins. I can't. It's so obvious, right? Damn it. What other U2 song would be a good dessert name? I don't know. All right, you guys ready for the next tune? Because I'm dying to play it. Here we go.
Name that
riff. So this one starts with the letter O. Strangely, it sounds like a Tool song, doesn't it? But it's not. Yeah, Hannah, listening to Rat on the way to BJJ class goes hand in hand. I don't know why. Maybe Round and Round, because when you roll, you go round and round with people and they sweat on you and stuff. It's a good time. With or without juice? See, I was thinking that, but juice isn't really a dessert. However, if we change it to any kind of food or beverage, that one wins. With or without juice. I love it. Ooh. I'm just going to pick the winners right away because I'm lazy today, guys. I've been zipping around on my scooter. I got no time for this. Let's see. Got bugs on my teeth. Okay, Alan's guitar channel. You win. So if I told you guys this is a new Tool riff, you'd believe me, right? Don't lie. Yes, you would. Liar pants. I still haven't eaten what I'm looking for. Oh, man. This is so good. Bullet in the blue pie. Bullet in the blueberry pie. Bullet in the blueberry pie. What's up, Brittany? Hey, Brittany's here. I hope you still have a job, because you said you couldn't make it because of your job, so this is great. Which are the best songs for the gym? Duh. The Rocky soundtrack. I gotta be careful, because you know what? How dare you, Thanos? Tool is groovy as fudge. You don't call this groovy? Sorry, I've been bending so much this week, my fingers are on fire. Where the treats have no name. I gotta put this up here. That's too good. Nice. Ben, your picture looks like a cross. If that's you, you look like a cross between bearded Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Russell Brand. Okay. I'm just jealous because I can't grow a good beard. It's my Korean side. You never see a Korean with a huge beard, right? It just doesn't happen. Hey, I'm not being racist, okay? I'm not being racist here. I am half Korean, so screw off. Do you play Chon? No, I don't even know what that is. Pedro, the only thing I would play by Richie Kotzen is his frickin' sweet-ass Telecaster. I heard a story where he got kicked out of Poison because he, like, flirted with Bret Michaels' wife or something. And I thought, damn it, that's why I could never be in a band, because I could never hire somebody who's that good-looking in my band. Richie Kotzen, you want to be in my band? Damn it, he's really good. What do I do? I know my girlfriend's going to like him. Shit. Okay, but you have to shave your head. You have to wear a Jason mask all the time, and you can never wear deodorant. That's the deal, buddy. Take it or leave it. South Korean and which half, I can't tell you because I might get arrested. Yeah, where the frick is Skeletor, man? Sabbath, I don't forget Burning Heart. It's one of my favorite songs by Survivor, baby. I have to admit, every time I listen to Burning Heart, I punch the air when the chorus hits. Because I think of Rocky. I think of when the burning heart just about to burst. You have to fist bump the air, man. You have to fist the air sometimes. I do it twice just for good measure, you know. Chon is a band. No. My knowledge of bands stopped in 1998. That's when the beginning of the singularity happened, I believe. So, learn a song right now on the stream. Okay, which one? That's ironic because if I tried to pretend I was learning a song, I must have already known it. So, okay, let's move on. All right, name a song. I'll try to pretend I'm learning it in my head. Go ahead. Toss out a tune. ZO, Speed Bag the Air. I just heard a funny thing where they're like, why do boxers practice speed bag? It does nothing. You ever see a boxer in the ring go, never. So, what's the hardest Megadeth riff on guitar? Dude, seriously, it's like, what would it be? I hate to say it, but even something like Hangar 18's tough to play completely right. Owner of a Longley Hardy. Okay, let me try it. Ready? I have to think of the beginning of 90210. Ouch. I don't know what the hell they do. Under the bridge. Something like that. If I sang Sad But True right now, you guys would be sad. Okay. Sinister Gates is coming true, don't worry. Franco, I was listening to Symphony X when you were still in your dad's testicle. I'm sorry, I don't even know why I said that. Yeah, it sounds like Hashpipe, doesn't it? Ooh. You know, it's funny, I did that as a cover, but because I played it 5 beats per minute too slow, everybody's like, who cares? You damn boob. Lightning crashes. There's a funny story of why I know this. I always thought he looked like Andre Agassi, the singer. I told this story in the last live stream, but I bought a Univibe pedal, and every time I would do sound check, I would hit the E chord, and my drummer would go, lightning crashes. I'm like, shut up! They don't own the Univibe sound, you boob. He's the same guy that when I went on tour with him, he'd sit in the front seat in front of me and take off his shirt and put his arms like this. And I sat downwind of him, let's just say. I still love him. Don't say Bark at the Moon, because one of the songs today sounds like Bark at the Moon, and I already forgot it. But it's like... We'll get into that later, okay? Her placenta falls to the floor. Yeah, don't want to think of that. Thanks, Live. Thanks for putting that in my pea brain. It's not that he's singing it. Her placenta falls to the floor. He whispers it sweetly. It's like he's whispering sweet nothings to you in the middle of the night. So picture the singer alive laying next to you in bed. He turns around and goes, her placenta falls to the floor. You'd be like, dude, go to bed. Frickin' A. Okay, you guys are ready for the next song? Hey, super chat. Thank you. Gabe, what's up? Thoughts on 7 strings. I used to own one. Told the story 10,000 times. I'm sorry. Sold it to a student who sold it for drugs. But I'm going to rebuy that universe someday. Now it's worth like $4,000, and I kick my own dick every night because of that. So, okay, here we go. This is a riff lick. It's a rick, or it's a liff.
Name that
riff. Billing Tango, good one. Throwing Copper, man. A lot of people don't know the names of albums anymore. But the first thing I remember about Live was this. I was in love with that band ever since then. Solo to Seek and Destroy. I'll play one part of it. Ready? I swear to God, Kirk goes, I'm just going to go crazy and descend. Okay, here we go. Ooh, Erotic Cakes is on my list. I just have to get some testosterone replacement therapy, and I'm ready for that. All right, guys, name. It starts with the letter P as in P. Name the song and the band. Here we go. No, it's not Whitesnake, you sons of bitches. How dare you? Yeah, Live came out. It's really funny because I think I was in junior high or something. And all of a sudden I hear... And then I Alone came out. In the video, he's like shaved his head and he starts like freaking out. I'm like, dude, this band rules. I can't wait to see Live. And I did. They opened for Counting Crows and I almost pooped myself. Some lady like fell over in the front row. And Adam Duritz is like, whoa, stop the show. Stop the show. Everybody clear out. Let the frickin' paramedics come in here. So the show stopped for like 10 minutes and Adam Duritz was like... the ringleader. It was pretty cool. It was nice of him. Okay, we've got some wieners, as my dad would say. Let's see. I think the first person to get it right was... let's see. It's your boy, Air. Now, it's not Perfect Strainer. You know, when you're making spaghetti and you tell your wife, grab the strainer. Ooh, it's perfect. Sorry, that was lame. Guys, I'm off by a beat tonight, you know? I blame all the bugs in my hair from riding my scooter. All right, yeah. So you guys, listen to Perfect Strangers by Deep Purple and get ready for this. It's so groovy. I swear I want to just punch the air when I hear that. All right. It's not a Mustainer either. The Perfect Mustainer. It does sound like a Tool song. How come everything I played tonight sounds like a freaking Tool song? Can I make any song sound like a Tool song? Name a song. I'll try to make it sound like a Tool song, okay? It does sound a little bit like Whitesnake, doesn't it? A little, ooh, baby. What am I thinking of? Can't keep away. Oh, duh. Yeah. That is pretty sweet, too, that riff. Rest in peace, Tawny Katane. I've always loved you. Ever since Witchboard. Tyler Taylor, thanks for the $5. Watching... Whoa. Okay. Yo, dude, been watching you for a while. Oh, I gotta tell you guys a funny story. I got a cue. How did you discover people to start playing in bands with? So I got pretty lucky. I was in junior high, and my best friend Al was like, dude, I'm playing guitar. So right away, I had a rhythm guitar player. I thought I was going to be the rhythm guitar player, but I practiced 8 hours a day, and I was like, I'm damned and determined to be a lead player. So we fell into our roles pretty fast. I'm the lead player who doesn't sing. He's the singer who plays rhythm. He wants to be James Hetfield. I want to be Kirk Hammett. We put out the feelers in junior high, and all of a sudden we meet a crazy bass player named Corey, who's been on the live stream a few times, and he's like, dude, we're going to jam together. We're going to see, if this is going to work out. Shows up. He has his bass. He's like walking down the street. We're walking with him in our neighborhood. We're like, all right, Corey, that's our house right there. Go ahead and set up in the basement. Just go in. My dad's home, but who cares? And we'll show up in a little bit, and we'll start jamming. And we just pointed at a random house. Like, yeah, just go in that house. And just go in the basement and start playing For Whom the Bell Tolls or something, So he goes right up to the door, and he's like, guys, come on. Like, he didn't fall for it. And then after, he was cool because we didn't know what a bass player was supposed to be. We're just like, cool, he has a bass. He's in, and he looks cool. He knew the drummer who used to bully him in school, which is hilarious. His name was Christopher. And Chris was like a rich kid who played tennis. He's kind of douchey at the time. And he had a 9-piece drum set, and that's all that mattered. So we went to his rich house right off of a lake and started jamming Metallica, and it was that simple to form a band back then. And then as I got older, because I had played so much, I had a lot of connections, and then people are like, oh, you're not in a band anymore? Come join my band. It was like being a hot female who suddenly got divorced. And all of a sudden, the hawks started swooning. I don't know what that means. Next thing you know, I'm in a freaking country band going. And drinking tequila for the first time and throwing up. I learned the ropes through that band, man. What's up, Sarah? Had a dream about you last night. Hold on. Do I have a woo-woo? No. You get a party noise. Now, I'm only going to tell you this in front of all these people because I've had a few apple juices. This is so embarrassing. I don't know if I should say this. Okay. So we're way back in like 1995. And the whole band was staying at like a cabin. And you were there, but you were like sleeping in a different room or whatever. And in the middle of the night, I like had to pee. And I thought I heard you say like, Mike. So I like went over to your room. And all of a sudden, my friend is like, dude, what are you trying to do? And I got really freaked out. I'm like, I don't know. I thought I heard my name getting called. And then he was accusing me of a bunch. She's like, you're trying to get with her, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I went to bed and I was like denying it. And then he's like, we got you on video, buddy. Then I woke up. So whatever that means. Okay. You guys ready? Sorry, Thanos. I have to wake people up sometimes. So check it out. Ready? Wake up! Put a sun amount of makeup. Okay. The next song is a riff I've never played before. So let's see how I do.
Name that
riff! Starts with the letter Q, and trust me, there's slim pickings. Crappy tremolo system wouldn't let me do a dive bomb. What the hell? Sarah's kind of sand. Do you mean sad? Because I get it. It was a very sad dream. I was like, first of all I wanted to do was pee. Second of all, now I'm going to get me too'd. Third of all, my best friend's going to kick my asshole. Okay, let's see who got it right. John, it was not orgy. Oh, you mean my dream? Hello. Grundy, it was not chop suey, but I respect your answer. See, this is everybody gets a trophy here. I'm one of those people. Everyone wins. So you get a trophy. Rush Anthony, what is up with you today, man? Holy crap. I wouldn't even known that. See, doesn't that sound a lot like Bark at the Moon? That's why I was a little confused. I was like, don't confuse me because I can barely remember how to play this riff. I could hear a song 20 times, but if I've never played the riff before, it just leaves my head. It's so weird. Okay. By the way, after I woke up from my dream, my teddy bear was resting on my chest. And I'm like, okay, I gotta freaking get a life, man. So whoever said Queen of the Reich, congratulations. One time I went on a road trip by myself, which I'm going to do again very soon, I think. And I remember I played all of Queensryche's entire discography. And I'm like, God, I forgot they were this insane back in the day. Because I really got into them around Empire. And by the way, Empire is still one of my favorite albums by them. It's so good. And then, what else? Promised Land is really good as well. So See, at least I'm not alone. Some people didn't know it. Oh, you guys are still naming songs that I can make into Tool. Okay. If Tool did this song, it'd be in drop D, and it'd probably go like this. Feedback. Come on, everyone. I'm going to do this for 3 hours. See, we can make it sound like Tool. Come on. Oh, Strawberry Fields Forever would be easy to turn into a Tool song. If I knew how to play that intro, which I'm very embarrassed I don't at this point. Road trips are fun. Here's why. Because you could play as many Christopher Cross songs as you damn well please. And you could play Ride Like the Wind. And during the da-da-da-da part, you can literally rip your shirt off. Sitting on the dock of the bay. All right, you guys are challenging me. I'm going to put out a video that I'm going to be like, if every song was written by Tool. Okay, Marilyn Manson would be easy. Yeah, 10,000 Wings. It did kind of sound like that, didn't it? 10,000 Days song. 10,000 Wings? I think you're confused, Dave. Let's go to the next tune because I made a promise to somebody that I would do this eventually, but I need to change the sound. So let's go. Bam, bam, Bigelow. You cats ready? This is more of a lick riff again.
Name that. Name that.
Riff! See, I did both. Loud and fast, metal has not gotten boring. I've gotten boring. All right, you guys ready? Name the song and the band, and it starts with the letter R as in rhubarb. God, I wish I would have written that. Why, oh, why was I 1 year old when this came out? I don't even know. What's up, Pat Stucker? 10,000 Days, Wings of Marie. It's Marie, not Mary, you sons of bitches. Got a funny story about that song, actually. I was in Michigan with Mark Mallman Band, and we had the whole next day after our first gig. We played two nights in a row to just do whatever, and I decided to just walk around and try to find a bookstore. And I was wearing my earbuds, and I was I was walking through Marquette, Michigan, and I was listening to that tune. And as you know, it's like, it kind of picks up, and all of a sudden there's a big thunder clasp. It's like, just as that happened, a real thunder clasp hit. It was so synchronistic, I almost crapped my knickers. No, Thanos, it's not Damage Incorporated by Rush. How dare you? What's up, Teresa? TT is here. My friend used to call me TT Boy. And I will not call you TT Girl because TT Boy is a porn star, so. Take care. I have to go, but I'll try to watch your next stream. Awesome, Brittany. Have fun. Good to see you again. The ladies were here today. We had Hannah, Teresa, Brittany. We had Pedro. We had Pat. We had Eric. I'm just kidding. All right. So since I'm not giving out prizes yet, okay, I will go back. How would Tool do Holy Diver? Easily. That's actually a really easily transferable tune if you think about it. It's almost as simple as No Quarter by Led Zeppelin, how Tool did that. I think it's about the same, you know? I love Holy Diver. Can you hear it? I think that would work. Okay, let's see who got it right. No, it's not Bop. I swear I just played Aqualung the other day and I already forgot it. How could I forget that riff? There we go. I was about to jump off a bridge. Damn. Okay, so whoever said Red Barchetta, I love you too, Lee. No, Taz, it's not licorice. God, I think Rush Anthony won again. Castlevania soundtrack. Okay, I'll work on it. It's a lot to ask, man. I tried to do the sound effects to Castlevania like I did for Mario, but really there's not any, you know? Like Zelda has a bunch of these like sounds. It's not exactly Mario stuff, you know? At least Mario has like, it's got its own thing going on. So, all right. How would Tool play Lagrange? That's a good one, actually. That's a good question. So let me do this. Let me get back to regular sound here. Shut that off, turn that on, shut that off. Let's see what happens. Lagrange. Is it Lagrange? Like, I'm very white, you know, I'm half white, so I would say Lagrange, but I think it's Lagrange. So regular Lagrange goes. Right? Oh, I can already hear it. So first of all, it would be slower, and it would probably not be called Lagrange. It would be some weird, like, Middle Eastern name, and it would put you in a frickin' trance when you heard it. So let me try it real quick. Let me just make sure I'm in tune here. You notice how I'm pigeonholing all of Tool songs into, like, here's a pedal tone. That's what I hear. I hear Maynard being really low and scary with it. Sons of bitches. Should I do that? Should I do Tool does Lagrange? The only problem, though, is I don't think Adam would do, like, the solo. He would do something crazy. He would be like... What would he do? I don't frickin' know, guys. What am I even doing here? That's the name of the whole frickin' live stream. Okay. You know what's funny? Every time I do a live stream, I get somebody who asks about Evertune bridges, and I wonder if they're working for the company. Wink, wink. Okay, you guys ready for the next one? This is probably the one I'm the most excited for, and the reason why I did this entire live stream tonight was for the next one. So, you guys ready? The crazy flashing pictures making me seasick. Okay, but guess what? This background is way better than all my other backgrounds. You want to see? Okay, I'll show you. So here's the one I was using for a while. It's way too crazy. Let's see if it'll work. See, this is nuts. This is like, dude, I'm on a friggin' neon roller coaster with Satan at the controls. I have this bad feeling like hell is actually a really scary roller coaster and Satan is at the controls. You know how it's always some punk dude who just doesn't want to be there, but he just likes looking at girls or something? And Satan would be like, ha 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 ha, you asked for it. You got into the heavy metals as a kid. And then he pulls the thing and you go like really fast through this roller coaster through hell. And then you're like, I want to get off, but you can't. That's hell. Okay, I'll leave this up for a while. Let's do the next tune together, shall we?
Name that.
Okay, for this one, I need a lot more delay. So let's go on delay, on delay, on delay. And I got to play this live once, and I was titillated. I literally got milky. So let's see if you guys enjoy it as well. Please name the band. Or no. Yeah, name the band and the song. Starts with the S. Sons of bitches. See, those kind of solos, if you hit one wrong note, you're done. That's why I like to play for drunk people. Twitchy says, blows my mind that music's ever been associated with the devil. Seems really. But I think the devil would make the best music, you know? Like, God would probably make very beautiful harp-like music. He'd probably go, a lot of C major songs, you know? Oh, C is so pretty. Let's try G. Let's try G sus. You know, Jesus. God damn it. Okay. I should not use the Lord's name in vain when I'm talking about Jesus. I apologize for that. But I thought it was a good joke. And if God does exist, you have to admit God would have a sense of humor. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to laugh. Okay, thanks, Ryan Smith. Are you the Ryan Smith I know? So, little announcement, you guys. I'm going to be doing a collaboration. Did I say that collaboration? What the hell am I talking about? A collaboration with 10 of my favorite guitar players. By the way, it's just the first 10. I've got many more collaborations coming out, so if I forgot to email you, I'm sorry. But it's going to be a collaboration with my favorite guitarists. And I can't tell you the context of it yet, but it's going to be badass. Okay, Jackson. I hope you meant funk, because I'm always down to funk. All right, so let me play it again, because I know people got it, but I really want to play it again. Here we go. Yes, Taz, everybody Wang Chung tonight, please. Best part. I said best part, then I screwed it up. Oh, that was cool. That was Serendipity Duda. I love bending into the right note. Okay, so here's the thing. Oh boy. Yeah, I grew up in the Satanic Panic days, guys, so I'm not really worried about it because it scared me so bad as a kid. I was like, I can't like WASP because it stands for We Are Satan's People. I can't like KISS because it stands for Knights in Satan's Service or whatever the hell they came up with. I can't like AC/DC because it's against Christ devil child or something. I don't know. Screw those uptight suburban biatches. All those people, guys and girls, who tried to scare me off sweet-ass music. How dare you? Okay. Now, I'm too lazy now to go back and find out who won this, but if you guys said Tears for Fears, shout. I congratulate you. So I have this weird theory. Oh, I just cracked my neck. Did you guys hear that? Never mind, I won't tell you the theory. Let's move on. Damien's Playroom, how dare you? But I respect your name because I don't know if it's Damien's, but I think of The Omen. And I have a soft spot in my heart for The Omen. Because you're like, spoiler, would I kill my own child if it had 3 6s on its forehead? Hell yes. All right. It's not shout at the devil, although that would be funny. Could you imagine? I forgot the freaking pick slide. Now over that, I think it would actually work. That's kind of funny. So, all right. Feel the Pain by Tool. I don't know the song Feel the Pain, but I have felt a lot of pain in my life. It's funny because people are like, Mike, you play 4 notes, but sometimes you get a lot out of it somehow. How? And I go, it's easy. Just endure decades and decades of pain, existential crises, waking up sweating in the middle of the night, grasping your teddy bear, and put all that into 4 notes, baby, and you'll get some good stuff. Yeah, anytime like a politician's like, we gotta crack down on the satanic heavy metal, you know they're full of shit. Because actually the most satanic shit you'll ever see is hidden in plain sight. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Sound like Bad Company. I have a soft spot in my heart for Bad Company. We actually play with a Bad Company tribute band called Mad Company. They're awesome. And I can't wait to fill in again for my heart band. I've been practicing. You guys want to hear? So this isn't part of the contest, but if anybody can name this tune, I was working on it last night, I will be very, very impressed. Heart. It's Heart's Stairway to Heaven. Cut. Okay. See, everyone's like, I don't frickin' know that. Play Barracuda, you dink. No, it's not Crazy on Magic Man. It's also not Crazy on Juice or Crazy on Tool. That'd be kind of fun. That'd be badass. Okay, so here's the thing. That Heart song was called Minstrel Wind. And I always laugh because I was like, Menstrual Wind? Yikes. But no, the singer of my band's like, dude, Mistral Wind, go check it out, you boob. So I checked it out. I'm like, okay, it's cool. Let's play it. And so that's Heart's Mistral Wind. If the only thing I did was turn you guys onto that song, I've lived out my life's purpose and I can jump off a bridge now. So thank you. Yeah, because most people, when I say Heart, they think of, Barracuda, Magic Man, Crazy on You, which, by the way, if that's all we played all night, people would love it. But there's also other great songs, Oh, the background's getting trippy on me. I'm sorry, guys. Magic Man Tool style would be really cool. The best part of Magic Man is when I hit the first note and my string doesn't break. I actually had the guitar player for Heart. I was going back and forth with him, and I'm like, Mr. Wind is on, I don't know, look it up. That'd be funny if that was the name of the album. I don't know, look it up. Especially if it was Heart. Look it up on Google. That'd be a weird name for back then. But Roger Fisher is an icon, right? And I identify with him because he had a crush on Nancy Wilson. I mean, come on, he had to play next to her on stage every night. She liked the drummer, who basically turned her down. What a dink. I would have kicked him in the frickin' chode stool for that one. But, oh, Wild Child. Dude, we used to open our show with that song. I love that song. Anyway, and one concert, I think Roger Fisher finally lost his marbles because he found out she was hanging out with some other dude or something. And he did what I probably would have done back then. He destroyed his guitar right there on stage and quit the band. So can't get much more dramatic than that. Yes, Lee, he did. He smashed his guitar. So you guys can look it up. I hate to bring this up, Roger, if you're watching, but I would have done the same thing, man. Looking over, seeing Nancy Wilson, rocking it every night, feeling the feelings, and then watching her kiss some drummer dude, I would probably not only destroy my guitar and walk off the stage, but I probably would have kneed the monitor tech in the nuts as I walked off. I mean, he probably would have had nothing to do with it, but he's in the, it's collateral damage by that point, Yes, Ryan, check out Mistral Wind, and you're welcome. Just kidding. Thanos, take care, man. So I would have destroyed my guitar, looked at Nancy and said, look what you made me do. By the way, I still love you. Go up to the monitor tech, knee him in the nuts, and then make a beeline to the porta potty, take a pee, go home. That would have been my night. So Roger might be watching. How tall am I? Why? Because I'm half Asian? I am 6'2", but I may have shrunk because I'm 74. So, all right, you guys ready for the next one? Red Barchetta was long time ago. What's up, Blade? I just like going. Sounds pretty damn sweet. It is a Duesenberg Less Trim 2. Yeah, people talk about The Wolf a lot, but that's one song I never really listened to, so it's crazy. If the guitar tech is female, I'm still going to knee her in the junk, but it's probably not going to hurt as much. Although I've been told it does. So who am I to say? I'm not sexist. Come on, people. Greta Van Fleet. So I have a few theories about Greta Van Fleet. I love what they're doing. They're literally putting out videos of them jamming live, and I'm like, that's great. I think the singer is trying to outdo Freddie Mercury. That's my honest opinion. Because all the songs have become kind of like this. Like, Greta Van Fleet, everybody. I just happen to have a SG. Then it goes into some kind of like... And the singer goes... Ooh. Just a lot of high notes going on, people. Living Dead Girl, I would never knee someone in the junk Unless I was mad about Nancy Wilson. Let's put it that way. And then afterwards, I would call her and go, I did that all for you. Just kidding. I watch too many movies. Okay, you guys ready for the next tune? This one needs a little bit of chorus. Ooh, you guys are getting a sneak peek at my fake amp collection. All right, you guys ready? Oh, shit. You didn't see that. You're not seeing any of this. Close your eyes, everybody. Oh my God, I just gave away half the answers. All right, here we go. I have to learn from that mistake. Good Lord, people.
Name that
Riff.
Start with a T. Yeah, I don't know who's going to come out of COVID with the best stuff. I'm really excited about that, actually, because I'm like, you know what? I think it's going to be these people who really kicked ass during COVID are going to reap the rewards now, I think. All right, you guys have to name the singer, too. Sorry, Sarah. I apologize. You know, Hannah, at least I wasn't looking at porn. At least it was guitar tab sites this time. You never know next time. Mike's looking at turtle porn again. God dang. Okay, let's see who got this right. So anybody who said Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. Congrats. So I really like this tone, this chorus. So I'm always really careful with this riff. Anytime I play it, it's like I'm holding a baby. It's like I don't want to ruin it by my, I don't know, by being too like harsh on it. You know what I mean? Because it's so pretty and it's so perfect. I think Cyndi Lauper's God. Her and Dolly Parton are both God. When you die, could you imagine Dolly Parton cradling you like a little baby? Like, it's okay. It was all just a simulation. You're looking up. Past her boobs. Come on, people. Get your head out of the gutter. You're like, Dolly, I was scared and anxious for 90% of that. Why? Why did I do it? Just like, you had to learn, honey. Now you're going to appreciate the good stuff. So, sorry, I think about that way too much, people. What's the difference between chorus and reverb? Good question. Let's take a look. This feels like frickin' Reading Rainbow. I'm a butterfly in the sky. So, if I go to shut off the chorus, turn down the echo, as they call it, turn up the reverb. When you're in reverb, think of it like you're in a hallway all by yourself in the upside down, okay? Do you hear that? You're in a huge hallway, right? Okay. So keep remembering that. This is how I'm going to teach college classes on music. Now, chorus sounds like, let me really exaggerate the chorus. It simulates the sound of two guitars playing, but it's got a crystal-y sound. So think of this. Crystals. Think that you're in Superman's cave. Okay, now if I really accentuate the chorus, let's see if I have a good preset here. Let's go with Dave. No, screw Dave. Let's go to Ken. Screw Ken. Let's go to Neil. Okay, 80s indie chorus for guitars. Let's try that. Ooh, do you guys hear that? So this is a real chorusy sound. It's got a real rate to it, so it's like wee wee wee, but it sounds great in the mix. Okay, I don't really prefer the waviness of that, so I would turn down probably the depth a little bit and the rate. So if I shut off the chorus, here's the difference. Here's chorus. Okay, it sounds like. Now if I shut it off, it sounds like this. Isn't that crazy how different it is? So, chorus is cool. But I also like it in conjunction with reverb. So with these two and a little echo, you've got the dream come true, baby. Pretty sweet. Okay, let's move on. By the way, my ex-student Justin was in a band called Quiet Drive who made it big playing a cover of Time After Time. Check it out. You might like it. Actually, I was thinking of this song. Hey Now, Don't Dream It's Over. Yes, you guys nailed it. Crowded House. Very good. Or Mark Mallman's song. A lot of songs use chorus, for sure. Okay, you guys ready for the next one? By the way, if you can give me a thumbs up, a like, that would be so sweet. It's been working, people. We've been getting a lot more views on these live streams, which is crazy. Okay, I think a lot of you guitar nerds are going to get the next one right. And by the way, I consider myself a guitar nerd, so it's not a pejorative, people. More Ace Frehley. Every time I want to play Ace, I get inspired by, like I want to do another video on a Kiss lick, but it's always Love Gun for some reason. How's it go? I've got some Ace Frehley licks up my sleeve. Anyways, too much verb. Okay, you guys ready? Let's name that lick.
Name that
Lick! Starts with a U. I forgot the rest. Lick It Up is the easiest Kiss song. I don't know what I'm doing, people. Thank you, Lord of the Seven Strings. It's a pretty decent tone. I love the Ingo plug-in. It's all good. No, Zoe, it's not Under the Bridge. Although that might be where I'm living soon. I'm just kidding. The channel's been doing well, so thank you, everybody. Yes, everyone. Dream Theater Under a Glass Moon. I forgot the rest. What's the best way to build up legato speed? Pedro, do the legato sequence that I love. It's really annoying after a while, but it's... Or you could go, I'll go slow. Everybody thinks everything's hash pipe tonight. So yeah, it's all about this. It's pull off, hammer, hammer, pull, pull. It's been a while since I've done that, but I already feel it. My hand is on fire. It's a good feeling. All right. Yeah, I saw that on a Richie Kotzen video. It's a good one for sure. When I first started doing this stuff, man, I was just like making it up on my own. You know, I get a lot of help from like Paul Gilbert videos and stuff, but this one I was just like, okay, I need to be able to play Flying in a Blue Dream by Satch. So I think I saw part of it. It's a good one because then you can climb up a whole scale. And so on. It's kind of cool. Okay, yes. Under a Glass Moon Dream Theater. Okay, let's move on, people. What do we have now? Oh, this one will be simple. Can you please give me a little Van Halen? I need my Van Halen fix. Damn. Well, here's the problem with Van Halen. Under a Cherry Moon. I basically mixed that up with Steve Vai, who has a song called, what's that song called that sounds exactly like it? It's, what is it? It's off of Passion and Warfare, and it literally goes. So I don't know if Steve Vai was paying homage to Eddie Van Halen or if he was just ripping him off completely, but either way. Okay, my problem is I stick to creating originals. That's not a problem. That's awesome, man. Most people have the opposite problem where they can only play covers, and they're like, oh, play something that you wrote, and they have no idea. So, okay, I missed a couple questions. Sorry, guys. Yeah, got some Shanker riffs. Don't worry, guys. It's coming. It's all on the queue. I've got a queue of like 30 videos in my head that I have to put out. I'll get there. Pat, I was the first one to say it. So I think the first Van Halen thing I ever learned when I was younger, of course, we're all like this when we were younger, like. So I'm still confused whether I should use my ring finger like he does. But the problem is he actually puts his pick in his mouth and he taps upward, and I don't do that. So I always thought I was going to be behind the 8-ball, but it's still fun to do that. There's so many Van Halen licks in my head. I can't go down that road, man. I'll never stop. Okay. KMFDM, Living Dead Girl. I respect you for even knowing that band. Damn. What do you do for hand health? That's a good question, Fartburger. I warm up. I do yoga. It's funny, yoga actually helps a lot. I didn't think it was going to, but when you do yoga, you've got to do like downward dog, and your hands have to splay out, and it really stretches your hand in a good way. And then I also do this finger yoga that I do. I've made that a video about that. And I do a lot of finger splits and stuff like that. So, oh, it is. I would love to. Thank you, Alan's Guitar Channel. Yeah, literally, it's the same thing. I don't know what he does, but something like that. Yo, everyone, been following my 30-minute practice. Sweet. I should do another one of those. You know, last time I did it, I had this idea where I was going to do like a P90X type workout for people. And a lot of people got a lot of benefit out of it. I love it. A lot of people gave me shit, though. They're like, dude, Spider needs to be like this. Only move the finger you want. And that's cool, too. I love it. But the problem is that's not the only way to do Spider. Somebody put out a video about that. I know it. I can always tell when the zeitgeist changes. And I'm like, that's not the only way to do freaking Spider, people. Like, watch John Petrucci. He goes all the time. He's always climbing up really fast. It's like, okay, so there's more than one way to do Spider. You know what I mean? There's more than one way to shred a scale. Damn it, that didn't rhyme. Pilates is good too. One time I had a friend who was very religious and she was afraid doing yoga was going to send her straight to Hades. I said, who told you that? Pontius Pilates? Hold on, people. Where am I? What's happening? No tendonitis problems. After all these decades of guitar, bass, keyboards, typing, jiu-jitsu, I've never had any wrist problems. Thank goodness. Very grateful. But I think a lot of that comes down to giving up aspartame gum, which I used to chew all the time. Man, when I was chewing aspartame, I was chewing ass, as I like to say. I was a hurtin' dude. I'm going to do a video on my health regimen, so if anybody cares, it'll be up soon. Hetfield's crab claw exercise, that's good too. So the thing about Spider is it's not for everybody. A lot of people get mad because it's not musical, but give me a break. That's like people who only believe in functional exercise for whatever they're doing, and all of a sudden they change to something else and they have to change their whole routine. I think there's got to be some crossover, people. Like, for example, I'm not saying anything against you, Raven. I'm just saying some people are like, Spider's stupid because it's not musical. It's like, dude, it's not about musicality. What's up, Way Metal? It's about getting your freaking fingers going, man. It's about kicking your fingers' ass. Yes, Fuzzy Dice. Don't drink Diet Coke, people. It's poison. And if I end up dead in a ditch somewhere, blame the president of Coca-Cola. Just kidding. Okay, here's the next one. I think you guys are going to get.
Name that
riff.
I better change the background. I think this is giving some people fits. Okay, thank you. Thank you for not being a naked picture of me again. RS applesauce. No, apple juice. Here we go. Starts with a V. I've never done that on the 6th string. Yeah, guys, if you want a head start in life, this is what I had to learn. It was a very tough lesson to learn in my 20s. Give up the artificial sweeteners. Unless you like poison. It's cool. Yeah, Alan, I've done that one for my video. I don't know where it really is. I forgot. Okay, people are getting it, but make sure you name the band, okay? Back when I was a virgin with 3 pubes, I remember going to this place called it was a billiards place. I'll leave it at that. And this guy we called Boots, he was like, I can't play an instrument, but I could play a cool song on the freaking jukebox. And by the way, I'm not that old. It wasn't a real jukebox. Come on, people. But it was like a CD jukebox, so it was. And he goes up and he puts his money in. All of a sudden I hear, I swear I grew up in a freaking Buffy episode. He played Creep by Stone Temple Pilots, and he thought he was really cool. I remember him walking away from the jukebox, like strutting, like I'm so cool. And that's when I knew I had to play guitar. OB, I love being a guitar player, and I'm glad you're a guitar player. Sex type thing, funny story. I'm so full of stories, it's really pathetic, but check it out. So that song came out. I heard it once on the radio, and I was headbanging in my Ford F-150. And I go, you know what? That's a sweet-ass tune. It sounds like War Machine by Kiss. But it's got this alternative, hip, new vibe, right? So when the vocals came in, he's like, I'm like, it's Alice in Chains. And they just came out with Dirt at the time. So my friend bought Dirt. I went to his house, and I'm like, dude, I got to find this freaking song. All I know is it sounds like War Machine. So he went to eat with his family. That's always awkward, right? When you're at your friend's house and they go eat with your family. Anyway, so I'm in his room and started to play Dirt, and I listened to the entire album. Never once did I hear this. But I did hear so I found a lot of gems, right? So I was kind of pissed. I'm like, who the hell is this band that's playing War Machine? It wasn't until 2 months later that I was able to figure out it was freaking Stone Temple Pilots. And I thought their name was stupid. I'm like, Stone Temple Pilots, dumb name. But we didn't have the internet back then, people. Lay off. Back when I was a kid, if you didn't know a song name or a lyric or anything, you just had to go to bed not knowing it. It was great. Yeah, the second time at band camp was a whole nother story. Can we say rusty trombone? Okay. You guys ready for the next one? I better take this down. This has been up for like 7 songs now. Okay. Whoever said Vaseline was right. Speaking of Vaseline, never mind. Let's just move on. Yeah, I should have Shazammed it or asked Jeeves. I should have asked Jeeves. If you guys don't know that, you're too young. What am I drinking? Apple juice. What do you think? Juice straight from the teat. Okay. Do I have any tips on woodshedding? Yes, disconnect the internet. Guys, if you want to get a head start on life, disconnect the internet. I mean, don't go all Ted Kaczynski yet, but Plush was a good song too. Take away the distraction that's in front of your face 24/7. Take it away. I'm being a hypocrite. But the most I ever do is when I meditate and then I just put my nose to the grindstone. Is that the right word? Is that the right phrase? And I ignore social media and I just freaking create. That to me is when I'm most alive. So thank you. Rammstein and Cam FDM. You must be hardcore. I could just imagine you wearing leather for some reason. Yeah, I used to ask Jeeves until he disappeared. I'm like, Jeeves sucks. But I still believe in MySpace because they did not sell out to the bigger powers, if you will. when he could have. So somebody else did. Let's just leave it at that. You guys ready for the next one? This one, last time I did it, nobody got it, so I'll be very impressed if you get it. Alta Vista. Holy crap, Rock and Roll Over. You remember Netscape too? Damn. What about PageMaker? Adobe PageMaker. I have plenty of favorite Tool songs. Thank you. If you watch my Adam Jones video, you will see what I love. Thanks, Rock and Roll Over. You guys ready?
Name that.
Here we go. Apple juice gives you cancer because they use the bruised apples. I think that's... Can't you poison yourself by apple seeds? Isn't that the ironic part? Okay. Anyways, that's not apple juice. I'm just kidding. It's pee. Here we go. I'm out of tune, but I'm going to keep going. Can you get it off of that? Can you get off on that? That's what they said. See, nobody knows this song. Oh, I think someone got it. Okay, everyone, I think it's time to celebrate. Here's why. You guys ready? Living Dead Girl, I love Mad Season. I was working at Sam Goody when that album came out, and I heard My Pain is Self-Chosen, and I almost stabbed myself in the nards because I was so sad. I was in love with a girl who looked like Jennifer Connelly, and her and I ended up dating for a while, but she came into my store with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend was talking to me, and I couldn't hear him. He sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher. It was like, and then when they left, I went in the back room, and we had this huge cardboard box full of these plastic CD holders, and I punched it because I was emo. Anyway, that's what Mad Season reminds me of. Oh my God, Alan's Guitar Channel, ICQ, for sure, man. That was how I used to stalk people. Weird. For the first time, people, I think we have the moderator. Hannah is the winner. Woo! Thank you for knowing this. I love the... So I'd feel kind of dumb holding that note outside. Go. Sorry. Hannah, Who Will You Run To by Heart. Great song. So we might be playing that when I fill in for them. Should be a lot of fun. Lee, I do like Lana Del Rey, but I don't know any of her songs. I think a lot of them have a lot of reverb, and she has a song called Video Games. That's all I know about her. I'm sorry. Burton has punched a concrete wall. That's when you start to play. That's my bad impression of Primal Concrete Sledge. So when a man loves a woman... Just kidding. When you are obsessed with a woman and she does not like you, or she does what she brings her boyfriend into your work and talks to you, it's a tough time, but you have to realize, take the most beautiful woman of all time. So let's go with right now Jennifer Connelly, okay? And hang out with her for a few days. I think eventually I'm going to be like, you know what? I gotta play my guitar. Do you have a hobby or something? Can you go knit, or can you try kickboxing, or do you have a movie you're gonna do soon? Kind of need some alone time here. So no matter what, no matter how beautiful they are, no matter how perfect they are in a movie, there's still that. So remember that, people. All right, I'm sorry I'm missing a lot of your comments, but guess what? I'm going to rewatch this tonight because here's been my schedule. I work all day. I do videos for you guys and for myself. And then I go home, work out, ride my scooter, watch Buffy, have a gin and tonic, rewatch the live streams, and go to bed with regrets. That's been my life. Richard, the Angle plugin has changed my life. It's so good. I'm not paid by them, by the way. I'm still waiting to get the email, but that I literally went and bought the actual head, the Retro 100 head. So I was like, you know what? If this head sounds halfway as good as the plugin and I play it live, I'm going to get the ladies finally. Hasn't worked yet, but we'll see. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate it. There's a lot of truths mixed in with my, when I joke around, but I literally talked to somebody once, and she was always in her head. She was always mad at the world. And I still love her, but she was like, "What's up, Gin Zombie? I'm not talking about you." It's been a while. But one day she got really mad. And I was like, she was mad at me for not getting mad. Isn't that kind of ironic? And I go, you know what? I've lived long enough. I'm 74. That I've learned to laugh at everything, And it sounds really harsh, but there's some weird thing that happened in my life where I just had a breakthrough. Like, you know what? All we have in the end is laughter, Love and laughter. And she got really mad at me. She's like, "Well, I can't laugh when a baby dies," And I'm like, okay, I know what you're saying. And I used to feel that way too. And I don't laugh when a baby dies, But laughter will get you through the toughest times, And that changed my life. So I don't know. Seems to work. If you break everything down, it's all kind of absurd anyway, right? Life. So it's like, explain a platypus to me. Life has to be a big joke, So enjoy it. It's probably a simulation. You're testing yourself. When you die, you're probably going to take the headset off like on Rick and Morty and go, "Oh my God, what the hell was that? Oh my God, that was Earth 2.0. That was a crazy game. I literally believed I was this guy named Mike. The hell? I'm glad I experienced it. Good Lord, I want to go back." And you'll go back. Okay, you guys ready? Nobody likes me when you're... So, I thought I was old when I was 19. Let's leave it at that. I remember going, "I should have a house by now. I should have a 401k. I should have invested in Bitcoin." My DAW is UAD, but I use Pro Tools when I do all my videos. So we are in the Matrix, but here's what you should do, guys. Here's one thing I should tell you. Don't exit the Matrix. Don't rage quit the Matrix. That's all I gotta say. Okay? Ooh, I wish I met Daria. I have a crush on Daria. Don't rage quit the Matrix. Let that be the theme of the podcast, okay? Or the live stream. Instead, absorb everything you can, kind of like when you read a book, okay? So you could easily shut a book and throw it across the room and hit the janitor in the testes, right? I've done it before. I'll do it again. But a better way to go about it is to get the most out of that book, okay? Get the most out of this weird matrix we're in. When you die, you'll probably get the answer. You'll go, "Oh my God, what was I ever worried about? Holy shit. Can I do it again? I swear I'm going to figure it out this next time." Fine, but you have 1 quarter left. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? Okay, enough of my ranting. Let's go to the next tune because we have 3 left to go. Here we go.
Name that
Riff!
Eric, I'm a Libra. How dare you? Dude, Bitcoin is not a hoax. I'm not saying that. Let's just say I have a friend who's hell bent on getting me deep, deep in that world, and I've imbibed a bit. So, Living Dead girl, you're probably right, but here's the weird part. Okay, this is what changed my mind. I don't use Pro Tools with this. I use it with when I record. But okay, think of this is going all the way to bro science. I know it's been said many times on many podcasts, but if you played Atari 2600 like I did when I was a kid, and now you look at video games, you're like, good Lord. Like I'm doing Oculus now, right? You're in the world. So you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Whoa. That's what I say. Anyway, imagine 1,000 years from now how amazing that's going to be, right? Now imagine the world's about to end, and they go, okay, you could either die in this world, or you could go to this video game world. Sorry. Where you can think you're living out 100 years, but it's really just one day. I think you're going to take it. So I have a weird feeling this is not base reality. Even though I can knock on this desk, I could eat a steak, I could drink some apple juice. It all seems real. But reality is really just your brain going, oh, it's real. Just like when you're in a movie, when you watch a movie and it's scary and you think you're really there, your brain thinks it's real. So I'm just saying there's a possibility we're in the freaking Matrix, okay? Paul, this is the first SG I've ever played where it does not dive on me. Watch. It's crazy, man. All right, you guys ready? I'm excited for this one because I've only played it once in my life. I had an Atari 5200. Yes, Charles. My dad opened it the night before my birthday and played Centipede. I woke up to my mom and my dad playing Centipede laughing, and I'm like, how dare you? But I was too excited about getting that game or getting the system to be mad. So, all right. You know what, Living Dead girl, though, you don't know. Like, here's what I wonder. None of us know, but I wonder what if you're all there really is and I'm just a part of your freaking simulation? What are you going to do? I mean, I'm glad you invented me for your reality, but don't let me die. Here we go. Synth Riders is awesome, Hannah. Also, if this is the only reality we know, great. The only issue I have is if we're actually being held prisoner like in the Matrix, then I'd be a little peeved, okay? But if we're just like, I'm going to explore worlds, like imagine you're an octopus and you have this reality headset. It's called Atari 97 billion. And you have all these crazy realities you could choose from. You're like, okay, am I going to live on Venus again? No, that sucks. Am I going to live on Mars? Screw that. Let Elon Musk go there. What am I going to do? I'm going to do Earth 2.0. And guess what? Trump is going to be the president. What the fuck? Let's go. Maybe where you're from, everything's so perfect, you're bored. Imagine heaven's just a bunch of clouds and harps. In 3,000 years, you're going to be like, screw this. See you later. You're going to take a nosedive back to Earth. You'd be like, I want to go where I can skin my knee again, where I can crash my car, where I can think everything's scary for a while. I'm sick of this perfect world. Speaking of this perfect world, Freddie Johnston, one of the best albums of all time. Good Lord, that album got me through some shit. Get into oh, I thought you said Scientology. Whew. Living Dead girl, you and I need to have a debate. Let's do it. Live on the live stream. I'm excited. So here's the thing. I don't like the other day I went out to eat with somebody, a former student, and she was really cool, but right away her first question was, what did you think about Trump? I'm like, whoa, okay. Ooh, let's eat dinner and enjoy ourselves. Let's leave the big T word out of this because I'm kind of sick of all that shit right now, Yes, Alan's Guitar Channel. Eat a juicy steak, watch Buffy, have some apple juice, and enjoy it. Enjoy the Matrix. Now, when you're really ready to leave the Matrix, you'll know. It's gonna be a lot like Inception. Let's just put it that way. Yes, Living Dead Girl. I think it was part of the simulation to test us. So, just like the current administration. Every administration I've ever had my entire life, except for maybe Jimmy Carter, was bullshit. And the older I got, the more I realized it. We're all part of a game. And we're just playing along. It's time for us to go, you know what? I see the game. That's when we wake up. No, Living Dead Girl, I'm not. In fact, I don't vote because I'm like, I see both sides. I'm in the George Carlin camp where I'm like, I'm just going to watch the circus. I'm not going to be a part of it. All right, who got the song right? Starts with X. Guys, if you ever watched George Carlin when he was about to die, like his last stand-up special, that's me. That's where I'm at. I don't play the game anymore. I simply sit back and enjoy the fact that I have a front row seat to the circus. Politrix, I like that. Bernard, good one. People are like, what do you mean? I've lost friends over that. What do you mean you don't vote? People... I'm like, you know what? It's a game. If you don't choose to play a game, I don't get mad at you. Okay? Ooh, some people got it right. No rock and roll over. It's not Xander from Buffy. You guys, if you've lived long enough, you see patterns. And then you're like, I'm not going to fall for that pattern anymore. No matter what I do, no matter who I vote for, someone's getting bombed. I don't want that anymore. Rohan, you are tripping, most likely. But yeah, crazy shit's going down. Can I play it one more time? Okay. Sorry, you got to do the crowd cheering every time. So do you guys agree? The second you bring up politics, it's like, boo, you know what I mean? So there is some wisdom in that, although I will talk with anyone about politics one-on-one. Rock and roll over, you do need a scooter. And Living Dead Girl, I agree with you, but I don't give any of my energy to that thought anymore. Because you know what? Life is too short to think about that too much. So, okay, everyone. If you said Rush Xanadu. Yes. I'm so proud of you guys. Felipe, Jagged Little Pill was great. I was working at Sam Goody when that came out, and I remember every other person who came up to buy something also bought that album. Crazy. I think the thing that put her on the map was, does she go down on you in a theater? That is what made people go, what? It made suburban moms go, what? What's this about fellatio in the film industry? Whoa. Okay, so anyway, I hate the word fellatio just as much as I hate the word cunnilingus. It's like, can you guys pick a less sexy word for it? It's like calling chef's art culinary. Come on. That's gross. All right. So if we can get off the politics, I'd be very, very appreciative. Thank you. Take the route of Jesus. Give unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Fuck the rest. I think that's what he said. All right, who wants to hear Barracuda again? I'm just kidding. I actually played the entire song last time, so it's kind of funny. Could you guys challenge me? Name another Heart song, because I got to play the entire thing in about a month and a half live, so I have to be able to do it. So somebody name a Heart song. I'll try to play the whole thing. Yeah, moist is not a good word. Moist and fresh can hit the road. I have played the intro to Keep Yourself Alive, Richard, but I don't know it yet. Thank you, Living Dead Girl. You're spicy, and I like it, but I like to keep the big T out of this. I shouldn't call him the big T. I just call him that because it took up so much of our frickin' zeitgeist for so long. Now we got to deal with the big B. Ugh. Kick it out. Okay, Hannah. I'm going to do this because you won the last contest. You ready? Does anyone even know Kick It Out by heart? Because I didn't when I joined the band. Oh, laughing. I would have done Magic Man, but I get nervous when I play that song. So if you guys catch me live playing Magic Man, know that my testicles are titillated as I'm playing it. Note Cyclist, G-Note Cyclist, how do you know Heartless by heart? That's what we named our band after. I'll play the intro, and then I'm going to do what Hannah said, okay? Funny Gary says Kick It Out. You know what's funny is Lee says Kick It Out. You guys know Kick It Out? Wow. Smitry. All you guys say Kick It Out. I don't think you guys know Kick It Out. Prove it. Prove it and I will sip apple juice as I laugh. Guys, the simulation is attractive because we all think life is freaking weird. And it explains it, right? Who coded this? They're a freaking genius, man. If God is the coder, kudos. Kudos, my hero. But you could have fixed a few things. Like platypi. I don't know if we needed platypi, God. You guys ready? I'm going to try to do Kick It Out. Now, I'm doing this out of love because last time I did Barracuda, we got demonetized. So I'm risking $2.17 here, people. This is how dedicated I am to you guys. Ready? Kick it out. It's been a while since I played. It's been a while. Here we go. Kick it out. Heartbreaker by Pat Benatar. I just made that part up. Okay, here we go. Kick it out. I'm nervous because I forgot it. Okay. I gotta start it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Sons of bitches. I forgot the lick there. Yeah, there it is. Kick it out. Tell your mama. Sorry. Did you guys know I end every song by saying tell your mama? Plant-based, don't rage quit the Matrix, please. Just for me. Just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the mystery. So, I don't know if you guys caught it. See you, Raven. But I screwed up the solo and I paused just so that I could catch my bearings. It was during this part. It was like... I totally forgot that part. But now that I've done it, I feel like I could do it live and not be so embarrassing. So, okay, so you guys are going deep. We should have kept it at small talk. I hate small talk, though. If we ever go on a date, which I know is going to happen someday, don't talk small talk. Please don't say, hey, how is your siding on your house doing? How are the tiles doing? Are the gutters clean? What shampoo are you using? No, that's deep. I like that. Keep God out of the bedroom unless you're yelling God or Jesus. There's a fine line there, people. I think the best thing a girl... Oh, I shouldn't go there. I'm sorry. Okay, I will. Best thing a girl could say to you is, get it. Sorry. This live stream has gone off the rails. Just telling you. Get it. All right. You guys have any questions? We have 2 left. And then I'm out of here. I'm going to go ride my scooter around. I've been having a little applesauce or a little apple juice. I've been thinking about watching Buffy. I'm getting a little bit anxious. I want to go watch it because I'm on season 3 and I know it's coming up soon. Once again with feeling. I'm excited. Thank you, Jinzabi. You just made my day. Okay. Hey, hallucinated, don't go that far. Come on. I said get it, okay? You said spray it. Stop it. Just quit it. Plant-based I have. That's why I learned Eugene's Trick Bag. I spent 76 hours on it, and I still suck at it, but I'm getting there. Richard Burnish. I did chicken picking for 7 years, and I regret every moment of it. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Hannah's on season 4. How dare you go ahead of me? That is not fair. Arvin Charles, this stream is... You bring to it what you will. I say you're all projecting on me. So if you're mad, if you had a bad day at work, I'm going to come off as a jerk. That rhymed. Let's all twerk. But if you're a little bit spicy, you may think you just heard me talk about the bedroom, but I didn't. Because I don't do it in the bedroom. The kitchen is where you got to do it. There's a lot of utensils available there. Anyhow, what was I talking about? Paul Davids learned Steve Vai's solo in the Crossroads. Took him a month, I think. Yeah, it's a great one. Thank you, the Chill 7 Dude 22. I wish you had a better name, or a name that I could pronounce, but I don't. So, yeah, I learned that one time when I was 15, and I learned it wrong because the magazine I learned it from sucked. So, it's cool. Do you know the fast violin sounding lick Steve Vai does right when they start the jam in Crossroads? I don't, but you guys can always pretend you know it by going like this. And then people are going to want you to do the old, ooh, the sweet part, but don't do it. Don't give it to them, people. Hush is the scariest episode of Buffy of all time. And I don't know why I just pointed like that. You guys must be questioning my sexuality at this point. Hush is the scariest thing ever. Love it. The kitchen is a spot unless you're boring. I know, freaking A. Let's make some delicacies and then get freaky. What are you going to do? Got to be careful though, guys. Salmonella. You don't want salmonella in your booty. Trust me. Trust me. All right, you guys ready? You guys are going to hate me for this next one. I'm sorry.
Name that.
Pat, how dare you bring up tacos when I'm talking about kitchen sex? Good Lord. I'm sure we can go down that. Never mind. Okay. What did Living Dead Girl say that's so great? I need to see it. I'm going to use my new search feature. You guys ready? You can't see what I'm doing, but LIVING. Don't do drugs, let drugs do you? Or fat people are harder to kidnap. Which one is it, people? I need to know. Now, fat people on drugs are harder to kidnap. Okay? Trust me. Get a portly fellow who just did LSD or DMT, and you're going to catch him. Because he's going to be like, dude, I'm pottery. Trust me, you become things. I became an ashtray that my parents had in the 70s. An orange ashtray, I became it. And then a train whizzed by my head, and then I thought I was dead. But instead, I was literally in the... it was like an absence of everything. Have you guys ever seen the movie called Get Out, where the guy's floating in the darkness? That's where I was. And then all of a sudden, things started popping back up as boxes, just like in, what's that game called? Fortnite. So I literally recreated reality with my brain. So you're welcome. Or I'm sorry. I'm going to look back at this live stream and shudder. I shudder to think. Risky business vibe going on. Yeah, it's a little Tom Cruise. I think I'm just... When I saw that movie, I fell so deeply in love with Rebecca De Mornay. I've never come back from that. So I'm sorry, people. Between that and God Made Women, I'm just a fool for that woman for the rest of my life. Which one, LSD or DMT? Could you imagine doing both at the same time? You would literally explode. Be crazy. All right, you guys ready? So who knows what a G sus chord technically would be? The holiest chord ever. What I like about sus chords is it makes people anticipate, and you could piss them off by never resolving it. You guys ready? Here we go, people. People are like, resolve it, you bastard. See, you could easily let them off the hook, but don't. Just like a dominant chord. You guys could piss people off. You ready? I'm going to show you guys how to piss people off. I don't do this often, but yes, Bloodswarms, I do play lap steel. On the guitar, though. But I call it slide guitar. That's how I make my bird sounds. By the way, that's what it sounds like when doves cry. I don't know if you know that. Anyhow, you guys want to piss people off? I'm going to teach you how. I just took a breath and felt sharp pains in my chest. This might be the big one, people. You might... What's up, Skeletor? Skeletor missed a whole bunch of stuff. First of all, he signs on right as I'm dying. Second of all, he missed out on what women say in the bedroom. That's probably the best thing they could say. Too bad you'll never know, Skeletor. Because I'm going to make this video private as soon as it's done. It's not Rebecca De Mornay. How dare you, Eric? She was pretty nice in Hand That Rocks the Cradle, too, even though she boiled a rabbit. Spoiler. You guys ready? If you guys watch me die right here, it's been a good one. It's been a great run, people. I will exit the Matrix, and I will come back and haunt every one of you as an Annabelle doll. All right, here's how you piss people off. No, you don't smash the guitar. That could be replaced. But this cannot be replaced. Ready? Just play some George Thorogood, right? Hang on this last D7. Never go back to the G. Don't give them the G, people. Actually, let's play this in the key of D. Don't give them the D, people. Don't give them the D. They want it. They want the D. They want to hear this. But don't do it. Stay on the G. Or the A7. They're going to go home all twisted up. They're going to want to get it on in the kitchen. They're going to want their wife to say, get it, get it, get it. But it won't happen. So stay on that 5 chord, people. That's all I got to say. These streams have late 90s, early 2000 late night radio vibes. I love it. So here's what I like to do. I like to take all my heroes. Mostly it would be, let's see, who are my heroes? Kinnison would be one of them. Hicks, probably the biggest one. Alan. Okay, I want to be a mix between Bill Hicks and Alan Watts. That's my ultimate goal. And a guitar teacher. Oh my God, we used to play George Thorogood, but we did it in F. It was torture. Now, I've never really been tortured. I mean, by women, I have. Wasn't good. Not the good kind. What's up? What, Jin, why are you pissed? Because I hung on to the 5 chord? Well, I'm sorry. Gonna have to live with it. Check it out. Thank you, Jose. Who makes their guitar player play this bullshit? You son of a bitch. Don't make me play that. I just had 3 whiskeys and you're making me do this. I mean, everybody, if you have a guitar in your hand right now, let's do a 1/6 stretch. Come on, people. Now you see why I quit playing live, officially. I'm a little bit like a UFC fighter who says, I'm done with the game. I've fought enough people. Okay, I'll take one more fight. What? Chael Sonnen wants to fight one more time for $10 million? Let's do it. Let's do this. Hang on, the flat 5. All right, you guys want to hear something really screwed up? I will take your advice. Oh, God damn. What a way to end the night. You don't want to do that. People don't know this, but the 1-4-5, the blues progression, is sex. Kitchen sex, okay? Do you guys want to see why? I taught my friend this one time, and it's funny because he's a drummer, and he doesn't know much about chord progressions, but when I showed him this, his eyes exploded. Where he once had eyes looked like scramby eggs, people. You guys ready? Laughing, if you're a bass player, I don't fault you for having a great stretch. Bass players, man, when I play bass, I go home with a sore hand, okay? A sore left hand, which is rare. You guys ready? What was I talking about? Okay, so the 12-bar blues is sex. You guys want to see why? It was awkward explaining this to my best friend. You start out, you're like at the restaurant. You're basically like what Louis C.K. said. You're just like a wiener lashing out in all directions trying to find a home. It's like, oh, you like The Matrix? I do too. Oh, you hate Jurassic Park? I really love it, but I hate it too. You think you're making headway. Ooh. She's She's laughing at my jokes. Oh, nope. She's just staring at her phone. Oh, wait. She just touched my hand. Let's bring it home. Drive her home. Yeah. She let me kiss her. Oh my gosh. She got me all excited. She just went home in an Uber crying. See, you never go back to the one. You never complete the cycle. You want to go like this. Woo! Good night. Explosions. But no, you know what most of our nights end up as? A hanging D. Poor little D. That's what she called it, little D. Never got to go home. Never got to get it. Okay, I just explained why the 12-bar blues have survived all these years, because it's basically sex. Taz, you know the song Bringing It Home? See, doesn't it make sense now? Because it's bringing it home to me, yeah. Yeah, right? You want to bring it home. But sorry, she went home in an Uber and cried and called her ex-boyfriend. Good luck! No, I'm not smashing my SG. I'm not that angry anymore, okay? Bill Hicks does look like Alex Jones, but he also looks like Phil Hartman. So, whatever. Now that I've given you guys the ultimate guitar lesson in the 12-bar blues, there's nowhere else to go. So, you guys ready for the Y? We're on Y and then Z, and then I'm out of here. Yes, Jen, welcome to my brain. And I hate to call them loins. What are loins exactly? People always say my fruit of my loins. Is that your nether regions? Because how dare you? Here we go.
Name that
Riff.
All right, don't hate me, guys. Starts with a Y. Don't make fun of these guys. I miss the strings. If you make fun of this band, I'm going to spank your wiener with malice. You ever had your wiener spanked with malice before? It's not fun. Cool. Cole Cat, could you play a Smashing Pumpkins riff? Sure. Which one, though? So, I'm embarrassed to say this was my first Smashing Pumpkins song. I was going to the Minnesota State Fair, and this came on the radio. I'm like, if this guy can make it as a star, I've got a chance, baby. Then I heard Disarm, and then I heard Today. I'll do it in the right key, just to be anatomically correct. That sounds like Dink. Got to see them live. Here's the thing. Back in the 90s, all you needed to do was come up with a standard chord progression and put some twinkly shit over the top of it. You've got a hit. You want me to prove it? Okay. So let's say the rest of the band's like, dude, I came up with a riff. Don't ask why, but I chose Minnesota's own Semisonic. That sounded like Closing Time. And then all you had to do as the second guitarist is go like this or something. No, that sucked. Maybe like this. Something like that. And you had a freaking hit song. That's how easy it was back in the day. Okay, so who got it right? We'll start with Alan's guitar channel saying 13 Bar Blues. That would actually be cool. Be a cool name for a Slipknot album, actually. I used Amplitude for a long time, Dave, but I switched to UAD because I'm a prick. NT567 says R.A.P. Hicks. I agree. I still watch his stand-up all the time. Eric Phil Hartman was a Libra. That's good to know, although he was very unstable from what I heard. Gin Zombie, balls or something. Yes. Skeletor's back in the saddle again. He's back. Do you guys agree that the beginning of Back in the Saddle by Aerosmith is one of the badassest tunes ever? It's something about that riff, like the bass. It's so cool. Okay, now I have a boner. All right, let's move on. Closing Time is what I listen to when the party's over. They used to play that at all the bars that I would play at, and all of a sudden you would hear. By the way, I'm very proud of Dan Wilson, and he's local, so I hope one day to meet him. And I could say thank you for creating a song in 1997 that made me not want to jump off a bridge. Good Lord. 97 was a rough year for me because 96 was when I dated my stripper. That sounds bad. Dated the stripper girl who was actually a really cool girl. I was just in a bad place. 97 was my year of healing. And frickin' Madonna's Ray of Light came out. A bunch of songs that just depressed the shit out of me. But Semisonic came out with Closing Time, and it helped me through a lot of tough times. Okay, case in point, Semisonic. Pat, that's probably why it's such a sweet song. Joe Perry was on heroin. Living Dead Girl, I am in Minnesota. Yes. Living Dead Girl, you say you're stripper as a pejorative, but she would have preferred it. And yes, she was a stripper, and she was awesome. See, I just proved the 90s formula works. How is your cup keep refilling? It doesn't. I'm almost done, people. This is how you know the live stream is about to come to an end. I moved the FERC out of Minneapolis a decade ago. Thank fuck. Living Dead Girl, I feel like we'd get along. You seem kind of like up my alley. Super chat, once again, Von Viersen 2112, love it. Don't make the live stream private until I get back and hear Red Barchetta. How did you know I played that? I did that just for you, man. Stripper is a good way to teach a 19-year-old how to hit the rock bottom and come back swinging. Because I was a wreck, let me just tell you that. And then the worst part, I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but the worst part of a breakup, especially with someone who's a stripper, is hearing the stories about them afterwards. You're just like, shut up. It's almost like your friends want you to hurt more. So they're like, dude, I heard she's this. Like, dude, do I have to crawl into a bank vault again? Living Dead Girls in LA. I don't envy you. I'm sorry. You're probably wearing 10 masks right now. I'm just kidding. Oh boy, I'm in trouble. Don't worry, my cousin's from Portland. I take enough shit from him. Hey, we got 200 likes. Thank you, everybody. Wow. See, here's the weirdest part, you guys. You guys want to know? Or should I leave you hanging like a 5 chord? The more I'm truly myself during these live streams, the more people watch. It's embarrassing. I don't get it. I think people want authenticity. And here's the thing. When that guy said, hey, Rick Beata would never do that. By the way, like I said, I love Rick. I'm never ripping on Rick. I'm just saying he used Rick as an example. Well, I love LA. Living Dead Girl. I grew up on actors, I'm sorry. And still to this day, if I met Nicole Kidman, I would probably poop my pants right in front of her and she would run away screaming. Put it that way. If I met Rebecca De Mornay in the alley, I would probably drop dead in ecstasy. And she would understand. If I met Willow from Buffy, I would probably kick myself in the tits. And she would get it. Okay, so anyway, about authenticity. Could you guys imagine if when you guys signed on to this live stream, I'm like, hello, people. Today we're going to learn the G chord. First, place your middle finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret. And by the way, I go to church and I vote. And I'm a good citizen. Screw that. Kidman, you know what? Oh, I hate to say this, but I think she's part of weird groups. But I still love her. Locals never say Twin Cities. That's right. Although we have a weird hipster vibe here that I got kicked out of because I started spouting off my true beliefs about politics. And in Minnesota, you really have to be a certain side. Oops, for you guys. In order to fit in. And I don't fit in. Fuck it. I'll just do my live stream. I'll just do my YouTube, and you guys are my family now. So, okay. 777. That's my tattoo. 3 sevens. I won't show it because I'm embarrassed. I only showed it a little bit, but 3 sevens creating what looks like a Japanese symbol, which is generic. Can you teach the style of Him? I love the band Him, and I wish they were still around. I don't know if they are. But they, to me, were like if Radiohead was like a pop rock awesome group. So Minneapolis is packed to the brim with German. You're very correct. But we're trying. We're trying here. Minneapolis has some beautiful people, but I have a feeling we all fall under certain vibes that because we're all like Minnesota nice, but we're also very like, what do you call it? Passive aggressive. So we'll smile to your face and then we'll stab you in the dick when you turn your back. Don't ask me how we're going to do that. The second you turn your back, we're stabbing you in the dick. That should be our motto. That should be on every license plate. Bloop bloop, I do not. Sorry. Minneapolis hipsters are different. They're pretend homeless judgmental types. Don't get me started, Living Dead Girl. You're going to get me kicked out of my own state. Let's just say I'm good friends with a lot of cool musicians, but they're also the ones that said, screw the hipster scene, you know? I can't fit into their group, okay? But I'm about to put out a compilation CD with all my favorite guitar players from my city. I say my city knowing I just accidentally got born into this city. So it's going to be great. Living Dead Girl. I hate to say this, but you couldn't pay me to live in LA, but I would visit for sure. All right, you guys ready? We had Yellow by Coldplay. All right, Arvin Charles, Janine Garofalo. Janine Garofalo was beautiful in The Truth About Cats and Dogs as well. She went a little bit crazy, I think a little bit somewhere along the line, but I still have a soft spot in my heart for her. So that movie is great. If you guys have never seen The Truth About Cats and Dogs, it's beautiful. I mean, it's about a girl who gets like a pen pal and she's vibing with the dude, but she's afraid she's not pretty enough for him, so she gets Uma Thurman to step in, and it's great. I won't. Every Minnesotan I know hates Minnesota. So here's the thing. I've traveled. Okay, I've never been to LA, but I've been out west, and eventually, I hate to say this, but I want to come back home. Maybe it's because of where I live. You know, I don't live in the city. I lived once close to Uptown, and that was great, but I had a fiance at the time, and she dumped my ass, and I came home, and the couch was gone, and that's when I knew shit was over. Anyway, the preceding 6 months after that were the best time of my life because she was gone, and her parents kept paying for half the rent, so I was basically living like scot-free. It was great. And I'll always have a soft spot for Uptown, but then I moved a little bit more to the suburbs, and I can ride my scooter around at night free as a bird, like the Beatles. God, I hope I don't get copyrighted for that. Bloop bloop. I still can't believe my wife left me because Mercury is in retrograde. Join the club, man. You know, you start getting those wives that believe too much in astrology, and I don't want to put anything down because everything has its merits somewhere, you know. She starts getting readers and shit, you know. It's cool, whatever. It works for some people. But if she dumps you because of it, I have to say maybe it's okay for you because you dodged a bullet. I would never go up to someone who's special to me and say, you know what, the planets are a certain way, so screw off. I don't think I would ever do that, you know? So thank you, Eric. Eric is updating me on all the Libras in the world. And you know what? I think Stevie Ray Vaughan was a Libra, and that's all I need to know, baby. Yeah, don't blame capitalism too fast, free will. I know you're kidding. But I told my friend the other day, she's like, why isn't food free? Like, you know what? Grow your own food. It's all good. But I don't want to have to bring a freaking bison to the grocery store to trade it for some Tic Tacs, you know? I'd rather hand them a piece of worthless paper and call it a day. All right. So let's leave politics out. Let's leave left and right out because it's a way for the puppet masters to control everybody. So what do? Let's say you have a group of people, okay? And they're getting along nice, and they're starting to all wonder, what's really happening here? Who's pulling the strings, people? What do? You get them to create sides, and you say, okay, you believe in this and this, you believe in the opposite. Then they start going, hey, screw you, screw you. They start fighting, big circle of fighting. Then the puppet masters sit back and go, we can live another day. They're fighting with each other. They don't looking at us. They were looking at us, but now they're looking at each other. So that's all I'll say about that. Okay. Lee, what's your zodiac sign? Is it the ass? Is that it? No, it's Chinese zodiac. I'm sorry. What was that? We used to go to the Chinese restaurant, and there was that placemat that had all the signs. And I remember because we were all like looking at our birthdays, and I was like, I'm the rabbit, luckiest of all signs. Sweet. My sister's like, I'm the horse. Cool. I'm beautiful. I think my brother was like, I'm the ass. So, hey, I can't help when you were born, dude. Okay? My parents got freaky in January. It's not my fault. What's up, Chardo? Rock and roll. Don't care what you are as long as you're authentic. I agree. It's like a serial killer. You know, it's like if you're a serial killer and you're pretending to be cool, kind of like American Psycho, get out of my house. But if you're like, dude, I'm a serial killer, then I'll be like, cool, get out of here. So at least I know who you are. That's why I say, do not be as skeptical as someone who tells you truths versus people that try to pretend they're perfect. The people that pretend that they're perfect, oh, I go to church, I follow every rule, I'm so good, blah, blah, blah. Check their closet, people. That's all I gotta say. Hannah's a dragon. I was always afraid of dragons in the Chinese zodiac because I thought they could bite my head off. Like, what's a rabbit gonna do next to a dragon? Come on, people. I have a lot of pet licks actually lately, but it's something like this. I don't know why I always do that. Stakeholder capitalists are bad. Oh my God, I'm already like too stupid to know what you're talking about, but I appreciate your input. Ema's listening to in Ireland. You have the most beautiful women besides Australia. Good Lord. I am in good old Midwest Minnesota. So if you come visit me, you're going to see cornfields. No, I'm just kidding. But surrounding me, you're going to see cornfields. You're going to see silos. You're going to think Leatherface lives next door. And that's good. I want to keep people away. So don't come and visit. Now, if you let me visit Ireland, I will be in heaven because your pale beauties are too much to handle. I'm sorry. Lucas, I am the guitar teacher at the bar, but I'll leave it at that. Lee, Pisces are not dumb. They're just very emotional. My best friend was a Pisces. Good Lord, get that dude some drugs, please. I grew up with the two closest people in my life were bipolar. That's why I'm the way I am. That's why I sit in a studio by myself playing guitar for 20 hours a day. Okay, every girl I've ever liked has been part Irish, so whatever you guys have going on there, keep doing it, okay? Minnesota gals are pretty. The guys, though, not much. They're... Come on, Prince was hot. How dare you? Minnesota girls are either very beautiful, like today I shouldn't say this, but I will. I was at a bookstore, and... Oh, I shouldn't say this. Okay, have you guys seen The Queen's Gambit? Anya Taylor-Joy? She was literally sitting across from me, and she was reading a book, and I could tell she was like introverted and nervous, and I'm like that too. So before I left, I did the old creepy old man move, and I walked up to her, and I'm like, "Excuse me." She took off her earbuds, and she's, "What?" She's kind of scared, and I'm like, "Have you seen The Queen's Gambit?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she had the eyeliner and everything, and I'm like, you remind me of her." And she got really happy, and she like turned red. She was like excited, and I'm like, okay, I better leave. And I just walked away because I didn't want her to think I was some creepy guy hitting on her, but I wanted to express to her that she was very beautiful, you know? I think it's because I just had a coffee. Anyway, so they're either extremely beautiful in Minnesota or they're very Karen-ish. So you're going to see a lot of Karens. If you come to Minnesota, you're going to see beautiful girls and Karens, put it that way. Some beautiful Karens, but mostly not. Usually they're scary, and if you run into them at Target, they will kick you in the dink if you cut in front of them in line. So, guys, if you haven't seen Queen's Gambit, you need to sign off right now and watch it because it's basically the Karate Kid, but with a woman. I know, Living Dead girl. I'm just kidding. So every time you watch my live stream, everybody, oh, Pat, you're talking my language, my friend. You're speaking my language, except for Aubrey Plaza. She would probably bite my testicles off in the middle of the night. Okay, anyways, let's move on, shall we? I am actually half Nordic, half Korean. So I am superficial. I am vain. I like white cars. I'm bad at math. And I enjoy the Minnesota Vikings. And I eat a lot of bread. No, I don't anymore. Thanks, Lee. So Queen's Gambit, I never thought a movie about chess would make me want to go for a 10-mile run, but it did. I don't want to spoil it because if you guys haven't seen it, come on, get with it. Get with the program, people. Queen's Gambit is everything I love about life. So she's flawed. She's really good at something. She kicks ass. And in the end, I won't give it away, but let's just say she's my hero. And she's not bad looking either. I always wondered if I'm that vain. Like, would I like watching Buffy if Sarah Michelle Gellar wasn't pretty? Like, if she was some, like, Andre the Giant. Let's say Andre the Giant was Buffy. Would I still like Buffy? I don't know. Does that make me bad? Nowhere Man, how dare you bring up Riley Reid when I'm trying to relax? I'm trying to settle down. Okay, let's move on. We have one left, and I completely forgot how to play it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going... No, I think I got it. Let's see. Okay. If somebody gets this, I will give you... Pat, quit passing around pictures of my girlfriend. Please. Riley Reid, let her live in peace, okay? Thank you, Fernando. Oh my God, the new Scooby-Doo made Sarah Michelle Gellar look beautiful, but also Velma. Hello. Got to do this with my glasses. Hello. Girls, okay, this is why I was really taken by Anya Taylor-Joy today at the bookstore, because she was reading. Do I have really low criteria for people? She was reading a book, and I was like, how am I going to tell this girl that she looks like Anya Taylor-Joy? Okay, first thing I'll do. God, I hope people aren't watching this. First thing I'll do, I'm going to take a picture of Queen's Gambit, and I'm going to push airdrop. And if her name comes up as a recipient, I'm sending it to her and I'm going to say, this is you. Nobody came up on airdrop. In fact, it said, no one to be found. You can't share with anybody. And I had an existential crisis. So then I'm like, okay, maybe I should just not tell her anything because that's creepy. Some dude just sitting there, hey, you look like you. 20 minutes pass. She's still reading. She puts on glasses. I'm like, son of a bitch. I was going to buy a chessboard and sit down next to her, but I got up. I was going to leave, and something in me is like, you know what? You only live once. This is a simulation. Who cares? So I went up to her, and she was like, it's the thing where you're wearing earbuds. You don't want anybody to bother you. She's like, ugh. And then I was going to walk away, and I'm just like, have you seen Queen's Gambit? And I'm so glad I'm my age now, because if I was like 20, no, if I was 16 again, I would have been like, do you like stuff? Then I would have run away giggling. But I'm like, have you seen the Queen's Gambit? She's like, yeah. She looked really excited. I'm like, you look like her. Now, here's the problem. I was told once by a very experienced guy that you should never tell a girl that she looks like somebody, because that's kind of an insult. It's like, oh, you're comparing. I told this guy he should write his own freaking book, like The Game, because he was really good at like talking to girls and stuff. But I'm like, he's like, don't ever compare girls to other girls, because that's not a good move. But I took a chance, and I'm just like, you kind of look like her, you know? And I was expecting her to go, oh, get out of here, you freaking half Asian freak. Call EMS. But she didn't. She said, oh, thank you. She got real excited. That's when I knew I should just leave. Because you know what? What are you going to do? Stick around? Oh, you like green tea? I'm not that guy. I got the fuck out of there. Because I didn't want anything from her. That's so weird. When you get to a certain age, you're just like, you look like this beautiful actress. Goodbye. That's how you know you've hit a different level, you know? The old me would have given her a freaking business card or some bullshit, you know? Nowhere, man. The reason I was able to get the balls to do it is because I am at the age where you're like, I'm going to die soon. So what the fuck? What the hell? Do it. It is 2:00 a.m. And guess what? I have to ride my scooter soon. So we're going to do one more tune, if I can remember it, and then we're going to call it a night. Okay? God, how does it go? I might have to listen to it. So if this part drags on too long, it's because I'm trying to listen to the song and figure it out. Okay? Here we go.
Name that
Riff.
Okay, I hope you guys didn't hear that. You guys ready? Holy crap, Dumb and Drummer, South Africa? Hey, Dumb and Drummer, be honest. You sent me an email saying something about the live stream. Did you win a gift certificate? Because I don't remember. Living Dead Girl, it didn't freeze. I literally just had to stall while I listened to the riff because I forgot how it went. So this is Z, right? We're on Z. Here's the problem. You guys, I can't believe where you're all from. Where y'all from. Can everybody tell me their location? Just because I can't believe somebody's in Ireland, somebody's in Georgia, somebody's in Jennifer Love Hewitt, yes. She's the kind of girl, she's got that smile you want to kiss, but then she might demand that you make 7 figures. You know what I'm saying? And I only make 6. What are you going to do? I'm just kidding. Okay, Dumb and Drummer, thanks for being honest. I was like, why is he emailing me? He must have won. I think I have to send him a t-shirt or something. I'll send you a t-shirt, man. For being honest. If I could figure out how to get back into my site. I don't know how. So, okay, I'm going to read these because this is amazing. I won't say amazeballs, but I want to. Lackey Monster, Australia. You have the most beautiful women. I'm sorry. That accent kills me. Let me try it, okay? I'm going to try an Australian accent. Michael, get it. That sucked. Michael, get it. No, that's not it. You know, Australia kind of sounds like English, but it's a little more rounded. It's like, hello, how? No, I can't do it. Leah's in Toronto. Canadian women, hello. Eric's in Oregon. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. My cousin's in Oregon. Juan's in Colombia. Wow. Dude, I want to visit, but I'm afraid. I don't know why. I just feel like getting through that middle section might be tough for me. Lucas is in Boston. Wow. I grew up watching Cheers, so. Hallucin, Vancouver. A lot of Canadians, man. Saudi Arabia, honey poop. Wow. California, Mike. Sorry, Pat. It's okay. I mean, as long as you don't drift off into the ocean anytime soon, I'm cool. New Mexico by G Note. Hannah, I know you're in England, and I think that's badass. Let's see. That's why I started trying to develop my insults. Ready? I'll try an English insult. Sawed off. How's that? Jonas, Germany. I've got a very close friend in Germany, and she won't talk to me anymore. Moving on. Let's see. But I used to show her shows like Sprockets. I'd be like, you got to watch Sprockets. Living Dead Girls in LA. I know. And guess what? If I'm ever in LA, I'm calling you because I'm going to need the tour of Nicole Kidman's mansion. Even though you said she doesn't live there anymore. Purple Ravens, Baltimore. It's a Good Counting Crows tune, raining in Baltimore. Vom Viersen's in Chicago. I've driven through Chicago during rush hour, and screw you guys. I was like, oh, look, it's the tallest. Wait, I don't think that's the tallest Sears Tower, right? And it took me 3 hours to get through the city, sons of bitches. Kim Jong-un's in Romania. That's weird. Romania always had the most beautiful women in the Olympics. I don't know why. It just happens. Burton's in Canada. Wow. Jim's in Scotland. Scotland. Rush Anthony's in Washington State. Sorry. Whoa. He's like, don't say Wisconsin. Damn it. Dave, are you fishing for Amplitude? Let's see. Seattle from Dave. Jin's in New York. Hopefully you're doing okay out there. Craig Diamond's in Newfoundland. They should call America Old Foundland. Counter Nick's Oklahoma. Vancouver. Smitree. We have another LA. Orgerlord. Nowhere Man is in Commieland. Wow, you're in LA? Sorry. I'm going to get freaking killed here. I'm sorry. Fernando's in Argentina. Diego's in LA. Got a lot of LA people. Robbie Bogus is in Georgia. We used to play a song called Georgia on a Fast Train. Okay, I won't read everybody's, but Chicago, Columbia, Arizona. By the way, I'm going to be driving to New Mexico soon, so I'll be hitting Arizona as well. Norway. You guys are crazy. You're all from cool places. What are you doing watching me? Malaysia. Bangkok Skater, what's up? All right. So I am from Minnesota, the home of Prince, the Minnesota Vikings, and passive aggressiveness. Heather from San Francisco. So here's the thing. Wisconsin's not bad, but when you drive through it, you're like, children of the corn. I hear this. British is easier for me. Do I have an accent, you guys? Okay, so what's the most... Okay, so if I had a Minnesota accent, which I don't think I have, I honestly don't think I have it. What is a sentence I could say that would expose my Minnesota-ish to you guys? Tell me. I'll say it. As you already know, I'm terrible at accents. Eric, I like Australia. I love Silverchair. I just did a whole thing on Silverchair today. I did a post where I'm like, every girl I used to like had a crush on the singer for Silverchair, so I used to say that he looked like Helen Hunt, and it made me feel better. Living Dead Girl, I actually worked with Idea before he passed on, and he came into the studio and he was like poetic. Everything he said was like, whoa. He's like, the curtains are like a veil from which I see the world. I'm like, holy shit, this guy is a freaking genius. Damn. Okay, so somebody give me something to say in Minnesota, in Minnesotan accent. Because, nobody thinks they have an accent, right? So, come on, give me something. See, Don't You Know is not Minnesota, it's North Dakota. So think of Fargo, the movie. Everybody thinks we're like, oh, yeah, don't you know? That's North Dakota, okay? Fargo is not in Minnesota, you sons of bitches. Yeah, Living Dead Girls. My best friend owns a studio. We used to work a lot with rhyme sayers, so we had a lot of people coming in and out, atmosphere, idea, abilities. To this day, I'm like, I didn't know who I was working with, man. I was just like, who's this cool dude? Say Oregon. It's Oregon Trail. Good googly moogly. Skull. See? I have no accent, you guys. You guys are lying to me. God damn it, I work with his music video director's friends. Never learned about idea till... Yeah, you probably know this, but if you... Okay, everybody, if you want to fill your night with the Glee... Yeah, it was pretty strong apple juice, Bob. Look up Idea, EYEDEA, rap battle. And you're going to see this awesome guy from Minnesota who sadly passed away not too long ago. Cremate everyone he went against. He just kept coming up with the most genius rhymes. It's like, oh my God. I think he actually took on Logic and kicked his ass. It's like, whoa. Yeah, Living Dead Girl, the cop thing is fucked up. But you know what? There are good cops. I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I've rolled with a few, and they're just like, guys, we don't know what to do either. This is so screwed up, you know? So there's one or two bad apples, maybe more, but they're getting uprooted, so don't worry. What do you drink when you go to the bar? Usually when I play a show, I'll have one Jack on the rocks before the show. And then people buy me drinks, but I never drink them because one time I got roofied. Here's a weird story. I was hanging out, and I was like, can you get me a drink? Because I was in the middle of a set at the, where was it? Triple Rock. And she's like, sure. So she went up, didn't have money. So she came back, asked me for money. I gave her like $5. She went and got the drink, came back the whole time leaving the drink on the bar. And she was like, here. And I drank it. One drink. Felt like I had 7 drinks. And I never get like so drunk I can't drive. Never. I could not walk. She had to drive me home after one drink. I was like, somebody roofied this drink. And my friend's like, dude, you just got triple rocked because they make drinks really strong. And I'm like, no, that's a funny term and everything, but trust me, somebody put something in this. It was crazy. So, Living Dead Girl, you say that until the Horde come and start punching your boobs. No, I shouldn't have said that. We need some kind of... I only say this because people have punched my boobs in the past, but you need some kind of barrier between insanity and you. Sometimes the insanity comes from unexpected places. You don't want it to come from the police, obviously, but you can't say fuck the police, get rid of them all, or whatever. Although I do like that song. I grew up with that song, but there has to be a barrier when someone's burning your house down or taking your stuff or whatever. There has to be some kind of force. I hate to say that, but we live in a world where you want to believe just like, oh, neighborly love and all this stuff. And I love that stuff. Trust me. If that was my only thing in life and that's all we all did, that would be great. But eventually someone's going to want your something. Someone's going to be an asshole. Have you learned that from school? Like when you're in kindergarten and one kid fucks up and everybody has to stand for recess. Those people do exist, even if it's 1%. Somebody comes in, messes with you, you're going to need some kind of force. So whatever that is, I don't know. I don't want to get political, but let's just say that is needed still. So I'm really careful when I say that kind of stuff, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. All right. Yeah, it's harsh. That's what I mean. Like you think you're going to follow every rule, right? Everything's good. Then someone's going to roofie your drink. You need some kind of thing between that. And when that's gone, all you have left is to frickin' buy a machine gun. I don't want to do that quite yet. I have a butterfly knife, and that would be what I use. Like, oh, you're going to roofie my drink? Hello. So... yeah, but police, not all police are insane. That's the problem. You know, I have a friend who is the opposite. He's like, all police are angels. They're all great. It's like, you know what? No, they're not. They're not all great. I know ex-bullies that I went to school with that are now police and military, and they're assholes, and they still are. Screw them. But I also know very awesome police who really, they do want, you'll see videos, a lot of bad videos, but also it's because that's what they're pushing on you. But if you look a little deeper, you're going to find people that are compassionate. They're trying to make the situation freaking calm down, you know? So you're going to get a lot of good people too. You could find, okay, let's take any group of people. Let's take a group of women who knit, okay? There's going to be some assholes in that group as well. Trust me. Now put yourself in the place of the police and make yourself drive around at night, have to pull people over because their taillight's out or they're speeding. You're going to get some weird bullshit happening. But I just got to say, don't go all one way or the other. There's always some kind of middle that's the truth. That's all I got to say. Some are out to ruin lives. I agree. I totally agree. But the ones I know personally aren't. So you can't be okay. So here's a weird thing about life. I don't know how I'm 74. So if you guys have lived 74 years, you'll know this too. There's always this side and this side, the extremes, right? The people who want to burn down everything and people who want to control everybody. The truth is somewhere in the middle, but the media make you think it's here. The media make you think we're all living out here. We're not. Most of us are here trying to just live a normal, awesome life. Okay? So be really careful when you say all this or this. That should be a red flag. As soon as your brain goes, all jiu-jitsu practitioners watch Buffy. No, it's not true. Probably just me. When you say all police are bad, no. Some are, yes. When you say all politicians suck, okay, that's probably true. But anyway, I digress. You guys ready for the last one? I already forgot it. I actually stalled so I can remember it, and I already forgot it. Okay, hold on. No, I got it. Could you guys name this riff? Because I wouldn't have been able to before today. It starts with a Z.
Name that
Riff.
Plant-based. Have you watched Buffy? Unless you have, how dare you? Okay, here we go. Thank you, Lee. So you wouldn't think someone like me would like Buffy, and I don't like stupid shit. I was like, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, give me a break. Then I heard a podcast with this lady who's like, you know what? I got a concussion, and the only thing that got me through was watching Buffy, because it was like watching Cheers. It was like this warm blanket that I could just relax with. And I'm like, okay, I'll give it a chance. Watched the first season. I was like, okay, it's interesting. Let's see where it goes. I watched season 2 and 3, and I was just hooked forever because it's got all the dynamics of great movies, great shows. It's just incredible. So, Sasha, I'm thinking of getting a PS5. I have a PS3, and it keeps the fan keeps coming on. So, I don't know what to do. See you, Robbie. Oh my God. Okay, so name the band, the song and the band, please. Lee, how dare you say Buffy sucks? Now, if you're talking about the first movie, although it includes a lot of people I really respect and love, it's nowhere near the series. The TV series blows away the movie, even though Pee Wee Herman's in the movie. Okay, we're going to go back. Whoever gets this right gets 25 American dollars, not Bitcoin. I wish. All you have to do is email me, okay? So, artofguitarinfo@gmail.com. If I could find it. There it is. Okay, so whoever got this right, send me an email right now, and I will give you $25 Amazon gift card so you could buy a bazooka. Just kidding. I tried. It doesn't work. All right. Living Dead Girl, I agree to disagree to agree. Everything you say is correct to a point. But you have to admit, extremes are the exception. A lot of people are cool, you know? Now, don't look at the police as the bad guys necessarily. Look to the levels above. Look, like I keep saying, look at the puppet masters. Eventually, you'll get to the truth, okay? Except for politicians. Screw all of them. All right, let's see what we have here. No, Alan, it's not 0. I bet you guessed before I even played a note. This is why I purposely did not do 0 or zombie, because I'm like, everyone's going to guess that. So, what's good is a guy that has been roofied by a woman. Sadly, I don't think I was. Now, if it was Rebecca De Mornay, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's see. We'll start where Hannah says Buffy rocks, because she does. Willow's better. Ooh, I said it. No, diabetes. It's not Zipple by the nipples. Good Lord. Living Dead Girl is so... Buffy is so Gen Y. Thank you. Proud of it. Now, I feel bad, because okay, Nora Man said Zombie Stomp. But then I said you have to name the band as well. Okay, Living Dead Girl, Gen Y represent. I like it. I am of the greatest generation, so you wouldn't understand. Let's see. Lee says Buffy sucks. Get out of here. Let's see. Norman, Ozzy, Zombie Stomp. Brother. That was a crazy sound. How did you remember Zombie Stomp? Okay, I gotta tell you guys all the truth, okay? I've got a confession to make. I forgot about that song, even though I own that album by Ozzy, and I saw him live back then. Zach was on fire. He was like 110 pounds, looking good, got the flailing hair and everything. But I forgot Zombie Stomp existed. So I thought that would be a cool Z. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So, Norman, please send me an email and I will hook you up with $25 gift certificate. With that, you could buy a lifetime supply of condoms if you're me. All right. Anybody have any last minute questions? See, that's what you get for not being on the trouble pickup for that. Yeah. So was Ozzy trying to create a new dance, the Zombie Stomp? It's like, hey, do the Zombie Stomp. That's kind of lame. Come on, Ozzy, you could do better than that. Pee-wee coming in theaters near you. I love it. Yeah, there's something about that album. It's just, I don't know. I get those mixed up sometimes, though, because we have No More Tears, right? But we also have No Rest for the Wicked, which to me, besides The Ultimate Sin, freaking amazing album. Okay, I'm going to do some Q&A, and then I got to go ride my scooter, you guys. I got some Buffy to watch. Mike, do you have a wife? No, that's why I can sit here with you guys and play guitar and live the dream. Just kidding. Would you date a girl taller than you? Hell yeah. If it's Rebecca De Mornay and she's 10 feet tall, I'd be right at the right height to have fun every night. That rhymed. Okay, moving on. Lou Reed, this is all I know. I'm sorry, I'm generic. What do the email address is not nowhere man, but I'll figure it out. What? Oh, the email address is not nowhere man. Okay. You're drunk. When will you be live next time? Probably when I feel like it. You know, lately I've been like once or twice a week, but I've got some great video ideas. And I feel like I'm going to put out 7 more videos before I do the next live stream. So what time is it there? It is 2:24. Lee is in England, jolly old England, where you drive on the wrong side of the road and you have beautiful accents, and I fall in love all the time. Okay, let's see. Did you and Idea laugh about having the same first name? No, actually, we didn't laugh. I didn't know what to make of the dude. I thought he was drunk. I was like, okay, so we're going to do a session. I mean, what do you guys have in mind? He's like, the trees of the willow garden eat berries for breakfast along with tater tots and juice. And I'm like, will you be paying cash or check? So, okay, let's move on. Very cool guy. It's like when he walked in, you felt like there was no ego. It felt like a spirit had entered the room. It's hard to explain. I won't go there. I get kind of choked up. Can you show how to hold a pick while standing? I can't do it and keep my wrist straight. Well, when I stand up, I try to keep... That's why I play my guitar at an angle, because when I stand up, I keep my wrists like this. So it's weird. Like, I take my pick and I angle it forward a little bit. That way, when I play, it just rolls off the strings. Bloop loves me like his first gun. Yikes. I was going to buy a gun because I'm like, the world's falling apart. Need a machine gun. I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil 4, and I thought, if I just had a freaking laser scope, I'd be set. So, don't count me out yet, guys. I might have to grab one soon. I did buy a generator. It's just if the gas shuts off, I'm dead. What are your other favorite TV shows besides Buffy? I grew up on The Honeymooners, I Love Lucy. What else? Different Strokes, Cosby Show. Can't talk about that anymore. Thanks, Bill Cosby. I love Buffy. What else do I love? I love too many shows. Dick Van Dyke was cool. Although if you watch it now, it's very scary. It's like they were trying to engineer society. Hi, honey, I'm back from the office. What have you been doing all day? Oh, dear. By the way, I love Mary Tyler Moore, so. I was baking cakes all day. Fuck that. Really? They're going to try to make everybody think that's life? The husband goes and works at the office, comes home, and his wife's baking cakes all day, taking care of their bratty ass son. I never liked their kid. Sorry. You put me down the wrong road there. Breaking Bad is probably my favorite show of all time because Walter White, I identify with him. He was a teacher. His students made fun of him. End of story. Okay, let's move on. Mike, do you like seeing players improvise or play long practice pieces? Both. On stage, I do both. Like in the Heart Tribute Band, I do a lot of improvised. No, a lot of planned out stuff. But there are a few songs where it's just like, go. You know, like the song Magazine by Heart. I just go crazy. And that's usually where the magic is, to tell you the truth. But a lot of people love the familiarity of like something. Like if I go... It's like they want to hear those hits, you know what I mean? So I really enjoy both, but if I had my choice, it'd be infinite improvising. So have I seen Metallica live, Francisco? 3 times. First time was in the Black Album tour, and it crushed my nuts. Lars hit his kick drum, and I was like, ugh, should have done sit-ups, damn it. Ugh, the whole night. I swear I went home with a 6-pack. What t-shirt you wearing? Is it a band? No, it's some weird like Illuminati eye. I don't know. I bought it. It looked cool. So it looks like a Testament logo or something. So, all right. Good question. I like guitars. I think Heaven and Hell in the long run, but they're both great. Got a question. If the top of my middle finger is missing, should I just learn left-hand guitar? Oof, that's a tough question. Guitar's weird either direction when you first start out, so go for it. Or you could pull a Tony Iommi and just put a prosthetic on the end of your middle finger and go crazy. Or you could learn to play like Django Reinhardt with 2 fingers, you know? You could just be like, well, you'd have 3 fingers. So I could probably play a whole show without my middle finger if I tried. But it'd be really hard, you know? Because I love doing that. So, good question. All right. Places to play in Minnesota. Well, a lot of them sadly had to close down because of COVID, which magically disappeared all of a sudden. But okay, let's see. Todd picked up a BC Rich. Sweet. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to scroll through kind of quick because I have to pee and I have a scooter percolating. You're 6'3", aren't you? No, I'm 6'2", but I think I shrunk down to 6'1.5". But, yeah, I don't know. I hang upside down from a bar, so I'm trying to grow. Yeah, Idea had a lot of issues going on, so you're probably right. Christy Swanson, don't get me started, Eric. What a beauty. I saw her in this weird movie where she was, like, with the kid from Little House on the Prairie, and there was a robot. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's called, like, My Friend or My Dear Friend or something like that. And it was about a robot that goes crazy and starts killing people. And she's very beautiful, although she's the most beautiful in Mannequin 2. Change my mind. Do shades improve your guitar playing? They do, because suddenly you don't feel like you have to make eye contact with a girl in the front row that's looking up your nose. You know? You can just be like, whatever. Always point at the end. Bob Perry, isn't it funny how Zach went from being a pretty boy to a giant man? Yeah, it's weird when guitar players get really buff. John Petrucci. That's my excuse. That's why I'm not huge, because I don't want to be weird like them. Just kidding. I'm just jealous. I just think being super muscular would get in the way of guitar, wouldn't you think? Like, I think of, like, Randy Rhoads being all lanky and shredding, and then I think of, like, a huge muscular guy. Even though they can still shred. I'm just being jealous once again, so. Have you ever had crazy stage presence? Yeah, one time we were... It's weird when you get older and you have all these stories stored in your brain. We played the side of a trailer once, and all it was like a trailer that they opened the side. And my drummer's dad had to rent a PA so we could play this fair. And I stood on the drum riser, and I jumped off during this part in, what were we playing? Red Lightning or something. It was like... Right at that part when the drums finally kick in, I jumped off the drum riser, and I freaking hit the top of my head on the top of the trailer. It was like... Boom! Boom! Boom. I am so lucky I didn't pass out right there. That would have been a really bad end of the show, so... Laughing Daffodils. The Happiness is a Warm Gun, one of my favorite Beatles tunes. Bloop Bloop gets it, man. Okay. Favorite NFL team. You know, I grew up liking the Vikings, but that's only because I'm from Minnesota, so that's like drinking the Kool-Aid. So I really love the Tennessee Titans. I don't know why. They had cool uniforms, and anybody who was going to take over the Rams was okay with me at the time. So, all right, guys, I'm almost at the bottom of the comments, and then I have to cruise, but we're at 241 likes. It's a new record, guys. If you could get us up to 250, I will kick myself in the dick. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to read the last 10 comments. You guys ready? Whew. My fingers are still on fire. David Lee Roth jumped off a riser and broke his nose on a mic. I think you're mistaken. No, you might be right, but I saw a video where it was like he was twirling the mic stand like a... Because he went to Japan and he's... Oh, we got to 254. Thank you, people. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. New record, 255. This is crazy. Wasn't he twirling a mic stand like on Jimmy Kimmel and he whacked his face? But I saw him on Rogan recently, and I think he's either enlightened or completely nuts. You know, maybe they're not mutually exclusive. But every other thing he said was like, and then I said, better to be late than sorry. And it's like he's laughing about everything, so maybe he's figured it out. I don't know. That dude has had so many awesome things happen to him. I wouldn't blame him if he was stark raving mad, you know. He probably had, you know how people have threesomes and stuff? He probably had quintuplesums. I don't even know if that's a word. I have autographed boobies, booties, and it was awkward because I hadn't ever been with a girl when I first signed boobies. I was like, I gotta run to the bathroom. All right. Mike, don't talk to strangers. Oh my God. It's weird because I was just listening to Rick Springfield, Don't Talk to Strangers. How weird is that? All right. You guys didn't even see me kick my own dick. I'm that fast. I'm like the Bruce Lee of dick kicks. So, and by the way, it was not pleasant. See you, Lee. You don't want to hang out for the last minute? Because I'm bringing it to a close. How dare you, Living Dead Girl? Rogan rules. I give you a challenge, Living Dead Girl. I'm going to call you LDG, okay? Listen to 5 Rogan podcasts, and you come back and tell me what you think, because I think you're going to be surprised, okay? That's all I got to say. I feel like I'm talking to my cousin. Sorry. Because here's what you think, right? You think you're over here, Rogan's over here. Not true. He's here, and he's caressing your cheek. And you're like, get off me, you freak. Trust me, I know. Yeah, cocaine may have taken up a little bit of his brain, David Lee Roth's brain. I totally agree. So, see you, Lucas. So, Living Dead Girl, I'm so in the middle, I can accept everything you say. But I can also, tomorrow, talk to my super right friend and be like, I get it. Both you guys are right. Why are we all fighting? Good Lord. Thank you, Gino. I appreciate the $5. How do you like your guitar strings, Gage brand? Didario, 9.5. Let's watch this. Crazy. I get super confused because the strings are so tight on the upper neck and loose by the pickups. Gotta work that out. When I watched Rogan's podcast, Fear Factor, yeah. Deadly Friend, that's what it is, Eric. Thank you. Terrible movie, but watch Mannequin 2, Electric Boogaloo, and you will be converted to the ways of Christy Swanson, as well as Flowers in the Attic. If you guys want to do yourself a favor, watch 2 movies. Flowers in the Attic and People Under the Stairs. I'll leave you with that, okay? So here we go, guys. We got 263 thumbs up today. That's a record of likes. First of all, I must applaud all of you. Thank you. We got through like 14 songs. We gave away 1 gift certificate. And now I'm going to go home and watch Buffy. Look up Rebecca De Mornay on Google and fall asleep crying, hugging my pillow again. So, Waylon James, my favorite guitar solo to play or to listen to, because it's different. Listen to Blue Powder by Steve Vai and Thank Me Later, baby. All right, everyone. Thanks, Hannah, for moderating and for winning tonight. That was a huge win for you. And don't worry, Tan Man, we'll be on again. So stay tuned. I will try to give out some notice next time because these have been a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys. Electro strings, not for me, Juan. I'm sorry. I was trying to play them once and they got all like melty on stage. And, it was gross. Thank you, Rush Anthony, for the $10. It's all going to a good cause. It's going in my right pocket. And with it, I will buy some lube. Not for sex. Get your mind out of the gutter, people. Guitar lube. Jeez. Okay, love you guys. We'll see you guys soon, okay? Take care. Watch my video about 4-note soloing. Okay, bye-bye.